What's up, everybody? This is another episode of Afternoon Chat. We're just here if anybody wants to get on, chat about pretty much anything. You know, be Marvel, Star Wars, sports, anything anybody want to chat about, what's going on. I'll be on here for a little bit. So anybody wants to comment, if wants to come in, chat, please hit the link is in the chat room, so you can just hit that link and go right to I'll bring you in. So let's see. Anybody? It's a little slow afternoon today, it looks like. Not many people out here. So let's see if Eric's available. I'm going to try to invite Mr. Eric in. Let me see what we got here. Eric. Let's see who's available here. Who's online? All right, guys. Send some links out. If anybody's interested in joining the chat, the link is in the chat room thing. You can check it out, and I will bring you in. It's just an afternoon chat about anything: Star Wars, Marvel, TV, music, comics, concerts, theme parks. It doesn't matter. We'll chat about anything. So, if anybody's available, wants to chat, hit me up real quick. I'll be in for a little bit on the chat room today. See. Test. Okay. All right, guys. See anybody out there want to chat about a thing? Hit me up in the comments, or you can come on in. I can bring you in. Pretty much any kind of chat you want to do, guys. Star Wars comments. I'm sweating. It's really hot today, and it is like freaking 90-some degrees. It is boiling hot. So, like I said, I'm here if anybody wants to chat. I do have it on Facebook and YouTube, but I sometimes don't get the Facebook comments. So if you like to go to YouTube, I got them on both, but sometimes I don't get comments from Facebook. So it's better to go to YouTube, subscribe to the channel. But anybody like to come on in or like to leave a comment, talk about what is on your minds. How this summer, everybody's going to have a good summer. We're going to the beach, concert, theme park. We're going out of the country. What's going on? Fishing, sailing, boating, whatever we're doing, camping. Anybody interested in giving me a chat, please hit me up in the chat room, or you can hit the chat link and I will bring you in and we're going to have a talk. Any movies anybody's interested in talking about? TV shows, comic books, Disney World trip, Universal trip, going to the mountains, anything, guys, just hit me up. Pop culture, that's what we're all about. You can hit me up in the chat room, or you can always go to the chat and hit the link and I'll bring you in. You can talk on live. Wrestling. I was trying to see if I can bring Eric in, but I don't know if he's available right now. So, we're going to have the Metal Taco Show coming up this week, episode 8. If everybody's seen the pic I sent out, so it's gonna be. We're gonna break the roof down on this one, guys. So we're hoping probably Thursday or Friday. I'm not 100% sure what day. I'm gonna have to get with Eric, to make sure we got a good schedule on it. But he's coming. It's gonna be fire. It's gonna be. Eric's got the OnlyFans page up, so it's gonna be on. It's gonna be on fire, guys. So you check it out. We crack jokes. We have fun here. All right, guys. I see a couple people watching. If you got any comments, questions, this is pretty much like an open chat, afternoon chat. So I need anybody. If you got a comment, question, please send it in, or you can always hit the link. Come in. You can chat. What's on your mind? Anything anybody's interested in talking about? I'm just sitting here sweating because it is like 100 degrees. Has anybody seen the new Star Wars show, Bad Batch? Let's see what else. I know we got some new movies coming out. I know Spiral came out like 2 weeks ago. I think there's another one just coming out this week. I can't remember what it was. It's a sequel movie. Got a fly here bothering me. And I know we got some big movies coming up. I know we just had Mortal Kombat, Kong, which things just came out this spring. And I know we've got Shang-Chi coming up. We got Black Widow coming out. We got Snake Eyes coming out. Bunch of concerts coming up this summer. So, guys, anybody's interested, come on. You have to jump in the chat. Hit me up, or come on in live. Anybody out there? Anybody out there? Can you hear me? It's very slow today. Very slow. Very, very slow. All right, guys. talk to myself, but it's not really that fun. But participation is always helpful. Anybody out there? No, let me see. I can always play some clips until somebody comes. Let me see what I like. Anybody see Mortal Kombat? You want to come on in and talk about it? Let me see. Anybody's interested? Let me see if someone. Okay, guys. Like I said, if anybody would like to come in or leave a message in the chat, it's an open chat talk. Mm-hmm. Come on, Facebook. I know there's somebody out there. Come on. Get me up with a chat. Get me up with a talk. Facebook, YouTube. Come on, guys. Show some love, guys. Come on. Anybody like to come on and leave us chat? It's open chat talk. We're talking about anything anybody wants to talk about: wrestling, movies, music, theme parks, sports, going out for vacation this summer. Anybody want some good ideas? You can always hit me up in the chat, Facebook or YouTube. Also, I got the link in the chat. You can always come on in and talk about it. Hey, Anzo, you must be on the Facebook because I ain't got you on this one. If you want to come in, bro, if you ain't busy, man, you can come in. I can send you a link. I feel like. Let me see. Let me see. The link should be in there. I'll send it in a messenger. I sent you a link, Anzo, if you're still watching. I know you got Chris's show coming up, so I don't know. It's showing I got nobody watching at the moment, so. As I said, guys, anybody like to talk about anything? The stream is in the chat. You can always hit that. Pop in, leave me a comment. Why his comment ain't coming in? And say, guys, please subscribe to the channel. This is the link right here, guys. Anybody would like to come in and chat? It's a hot one today. Nobody wants to come play. Like I said, guys, anybody watching, the link, that's the link right here. Right here. Right below me, right, StreamYard.com. It's in the chat. If you want to hit it, and come on in, or you can leave a comment in the chat room. You want to talk about anything going on this summer, vacations, going to the beach, trips, mountains, overseas, anything going on in TV, movies, music. Come on, guys. If you can participate, it's hard to talk to myself. Mm-hmm. Let's see. All right, guys. Probably going to be a little bit longer. If nobody gets on, I'm probably going to turn it off. I don't know if anybody's on today. It don't look like nobody's on. Everybody just wants to get on and have a little chat. Anybody been checking the NBA out, the hockey out? Any interested in football coming back this a few months from now? All right, guys. Wait for somebody to come on in. Oh, I know there got to be somebody on Facebook in there, YouTube wants to come on in and chat. Come on, guys. Let me see something here. Let me see something here. Let's see if that brings anybody. All right, guys. I can see a couple people's in. I just posted a link. Anybody's interested in coming in and chat about anything, guys? Link is in the chat room. I posted on Facebook, so I know sometimes Facebook ain't getting all these notifications. So, guys, anybody want to hit a link in the chat room, or you want to come in and talk? Guys, we got an open chat. You can talk about pretty much, well, anything is, reasonable. I mean, we talk about sports. We got talk about movies, music, anything. Anybody, television, vacations. Anybody going on a vacation Hey, Ronnie, what's going on? See, y'all must be on. See, I ain't getting y'all's comments. Y'all on Face. We got Ronnie. There he goes. What's up, man?
What's going on, bro?
Yeah, I can get you on Facebook. You were coming on Facebook. I'm not getting your comments. I haven't looked on the phone. So what's going on, man? What you up to, man? What's his plans for summer, man?
Work, more work, man.
More work. Not got anything planned for this summer?
Nothing major. Some little mini vacations here and there starting next month. Kid gets out of school the 16th.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, ours tomorrow. Tomorrow here.
Yeah, well, we didn't start up here until like the end of August. Like August 30th, I think was like the first day of school up here.
Yeah. You got anything planning on going to any parks or beach or anything for maybe a couple days or anything?
Possibly. We're gonna go up next week, either next week or the week after. We haven't decided yet. Gonna go up to Crestview for like about 4 or 5 days.
Nice.
And they got some nice beaches up there where the sand don't burn your feet.
Oh yeah.
You got that white sand out there, man. It's like cool.
Dude, it's so freaking hot, man. Here, man. You're in mid northern Florida, so is it hot up there too?
It's hot, but it's not as bad as it was down there.
Damn it, man! It is humid as hell, and it hasn't rained in like 3 months here, and like all week last week we had a good breeze blowing. So, but last 2 days they had the trees is like dead still. It's just freaking hot, man. I mean, I can't even mow the grass, man. It looks like if I mowed the grass, it'd be like a dust storm going on right now.
Yeah, I can only imagine. I remember those days.
It's crazy. Oh, Lordy. I finally got you on here, man. I got you on here.
Yep. Finally just happened to catch it. Catch you right when you were going on. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, I promise I put it on Facebook and YouTube, and the problem on this thing, I don't see y'all's comments on Facebook. I know there's people on Facebook, but that's why I just got on the phone and was watching. I hate Sierra. If you thank you for coming in, Hanzo. Yeah, there's a couple. See, those will show that. So, and then you do a comment. I said, "Well, crap. Let me put because I got the link in here for people to come in, but I guess it doesn't show up on Facebook. So I posted it on.
It
Facebook.
does. Like I said, Facebook is hit and miss. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it'll send me, Jason went live, and then
3 days from now,
you were live like 15 minutes ago,
or 3 days from now. I post a comment and I get comments from it. Not like nobody's like, wow, nobody's seen nothing. And then like 5 days from now, I get a comment. Oh, wow, that was awesome. I'm like, what the hell is going on Facebook, man?
Yeah.
It's like, it's like they hide your comments and all that stuff, man. But yeah, that's about it, man. Like I said, kids gonna be out tomorrow. They got a half a day, so I'm try to plan some kind of beach trip. Maybe go to Fort Myers. We're looking at right now. I like the West Coast is so much nicer than the East Coast beaches.
It is. It's the beaches are way nicer over there.
Yeah, the sand over here is so rocky. The Fort Pierce there, I don't like it. So rocky. Their beaches are just. I don't care if I'm over there. Man, you go over there to Fort Myers. Got this. I mean, it's just that sand is just so so fine and you get up there to sand dollars and stuff are out there. You got there going out to the sandbars out there. It's real fun. But yeah, we went down to Miami like 2 months ago. Went on the boat, went on a little island out near the beach, and the water was cold, man. I was like, good Lord. I've never been in Miami, and it was like the water felt like a bathtub cold water. I mean, it wasn't no warmth or nothing. I mean, it was like, how you get in the pool that have no heater? It was like, oh my God. That's why, and it was like down in, right down there, South Beach area. And I was like, good Lord.
Still, I mean, it was back in March. I mean, so it's not going to be.
I bet it. Yeah. But I bet it's warm now, though.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it's a hell of a lot warmer.
Yeah. Hey, Daniel, what's going on, buddy? I don't see if you got any comments. I'm having to watch you on the phone because Facebook's not posting my comments up here in the chat room. So, but bro, I see what's up, man. What's going on, brother? If you want to come in, man, I got a link there. I think I threw it on Facebook. So if you want to come in,
it actually showed up this time. So
yeah, well, I had to post it. I had to copy and post it because I was like, yeah, it's crazy all that. Daniel, if you want to come in, I think Daniel's coming back. I think he's coming back to Okeechobee soon. He was saying something else. So, what's else going on, man? Have you seen anything new or movies or anything?
They just reopened the theater up here last Friday.
All right. You see Spiral? Did you see Spiral yet?
No, not yet.
You seen it? You're interested in seeing it?
I don't even know. I don't know anything about it, to be perfectly honest with you.
Oh, okay. But did you like it's Saw? It's like a continuation of Saw. I guess it's I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard people say it's good, and I've heard some mixed reviews. Sort of, it's got Chris Rock and it's got Samuel Jackson.
I have seen the commercial for it then.
Yeah, it's sort of like it's based off the Book of Saw, so it has a little connection to it. So I think it looks interesting. I mean, I like the first 3 songs. I mean, then it just got overdone, but they said it's as good as like the first 1 or 2. So it's might be. See how it's good. Chat. I'll probably wait to people streaming and stuff, but a lot of them. I think The Quiet Place or 2 comes out this week.
And why they made a sequel to that, I do not know.
I haven't seen the first one, so I don't know. Some people said they like it. Some people say they didn't like it. I don't know.
The concept is different, but you have things that make absolutely zero sense.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like, okay, you live in a world where these creatures hunt you by sounds you make.
Mm-hmm.
So why in God's name, if you're a couple, would you get your wife or girlfriend pregnant?
Wow.
Because you know what's going to happen. That you can't have labor quietly, and you can't tell a baby to be quiet and have them listen to you because they're a baby. I mean, it's like that. I mean, that's just even dumb people know that's common sense.
I think Lily saw it. I didn't get a chance. I was working, and I think she saw it. It was on Netflix or something. I think it was right. It came out, but it's one of my. I don't know. I didn't see the first one, so I before I'd go see it, I'd have to see the first one, see if I was any interested. So I've heard mixed reviews about it too. I
wouldn't waste your time. I mean,
it's like that Army of the Dead movie, or it just came out for Zack Snyder's.
Batista?
Yeah, I've heard some people said it's god awful, and some people so, and some people like it. But it's like 3-hour movie. It's like 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it's like 2 hours and 39 minutes. I'm like, dude, how do you make a 3-hour zombie movie?
And then they sit there and have zombie sex and all that. It's like, I don't know about all that sex crap and all that. But
it's like, the zombies are smart. Well, then they're not zombies.
Yeah.
Because zombies have little to no brain activity.
Yeah, I don't know. That's another movie. I mean, it's one of them. If I have time, I'll watch it, but it didn't interest me. It really didn't interest me. So, it's one of them. There's so much other things I'd rather watch if I have time, when spare time. So it's like, maybe. I haven't really been impressed by the movies this year. It's been a really, streaming movies and all. They've been some really god awful movies this year. I mean, it started off with Wonder Woman 84, which was god awful.
That was. I was.
Then you went to.
At all.
then you went to, you got Kong versus Godzilla, which, it's one of them one and done movies. I'll see it once and I ain't gonna see it again. Like I said, they could have took the people. I just had Kong and Godzilla fight, and that's all I wanted to see. I don't want to hear these people that don't even know what they're talking about.
That's all anyone wanted to see.
Boring. Mortal Kombat to me sucked. I didn't really enjoy it. Coming to America 2 sucked. I liked it, but I was just so disappointed because I was expecting better than the first one, and it wasn't.
Well, I knew when I first heard the rumor that they were going to start. That was actually going to happen. They've been talking about it for the last 10 years, and when they actually, it's going to happen. As soon as they say, okay, it's going to happen, I'm like, it's going to suck. Because you're making a sequel to a movie that came out in the mid '80s.
Yeah.
So you've gone through literally an entire generation of people that never even heard of the movie, and you're gonna make a sequel to it. And then the fact that Eddie Murphy has been well known for the past 15 years, that he won't do those kind of movies anymore that he did earlier in his career because he has kids now.
He works for Nickelodeon now. Yeah.
Yeah, like somehow because he has kids, automatically they'll never find any of the shit that he did early in his career.
This is what he's become, soft. That's what he's right there. That's what he's become, soft.
Yeah.
But we just talked about this on another streaming. You seen How High, right? With Method Man.
Yeah.
They're making a third one. Okay, I never saw the. I didn't know there was a second movie.
Neither did I.
I guess it was they wasn't in the original one, so. And I'm like, well, and it was like, would you see it? I said, well, if this is like the original, yes. But the only problem is I have with it is I've seen these movies like those, classics. They've turned into trash.
Oh yeah,
that's the only thing I'm worried about. If it comes out, it says PG-13. I ain't gonna watch it. It just screw that. I ain't gonna watch that.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, they water down so much stuff nowadays. Like you've heard the rumor they're gonna be remaking Friday.
Oh yeah, or a continuation, the last Friday. Yeah, they've been saying that for years.
It's like
the last two Fridays really wasn't that great.
No, so it's like why would you continue on something that's not doing anything?
Ice Cube come out with, we're gonna make a PG-13 Friday. Yeah. All right. Oh man. I mean, no way. No, I don't think so. Well, let's see. Let's make Half Baked and PG-13 Half Baked movies.
Oh yeah.
That's next, man. That's next.
Well, no, we don't have to worry about that because Chappelle won't do it.
Yeah. I'm just saying, but if it did happen, it's just like I don't think they'll make another Friday because I don't think Chris Tucker's going to do it.
You'd be surprised on what you do once your career ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. He might make another Rush Hour, but I don't.
Well, no, they already made it. Or they already started filming it.
Oh, really? It's going to be the original.
Yeah.
It's going to be him and Jackie Chan.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's jumping on the let's make sequels to movies that did good 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
To see me capitalize on the nostalgia because they can't come up with any original ideas for anything else.
Well, ain't nobody paying him for any movie roles right now. He's got to get what he can get, I guess. I guess when you're in the dumps, I guess you could have to make what you can make.
Exactly, that's what I said. Let his career not do
Bill
anything.
Bill and Ted's 3.
Well, that's the thing that with Keanu Reeves though, he don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he doesn't do movies for the sake of making money off of it. He just does it because he likes it, or it's something fun for him. So he don't care that I'm making we're making a Matrix 4, and hey, we killed off the main characters in Part 3, back in early 2000s, but I don't care. I like doing the movie, so I'm going to do it. Same with Bill and Ted. I mean, Bill and Ted was like what, 91, 92 maybe. It's been like 30 years.
The first one, God, it was. I was in elementary school when that thing came out. I think. It was a long time ago, and then the second one came out a few years later. The one with the Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
It was.
I know you and I went to see the first Matrix there, and the
Yeah, well, that's like the Matrix. Was it 4? 4. Yeah, that one's coming. It's coming out now December. Yeah, that's been pushed back now. 2 years.
The same day as the next John Wick too. I think they're coming out the same day.
Oh, this year they're going to do it. I know they were supposed to have it this year, the same day John Wick.
Yeah, and at least I know that was the original plan. They're going to have the Matrix 4 and John Wick 4 the same release on the same day.
Matrix 4 and John Wick. If I had to say which one probably going to be better right now, I'd say John Wick. So I'm a little worrisome on the Matrix 4. I don't know
how they're going to do it because they killed him off.
Well, that's true too. And then I heard that Morpheus, they're going to have a young Morpheus. So I don't know. What are they doing? Is it going to pre? See, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I mean that makes zero sense. But I mean, hey,
they just figured they're just scrambling to make what they can make, man. That's all it is.
Exactly, because no one's paying.
I think it could be rights issues too. These movies now is 20, 30 years old now, or having now where the producers are getting the rights back and the studios are losing the ability to make a sequel or any kind of profit off them. So that's why they're just throwing they're just throwing all these sequels out like crazy. That's why you had like a Pet Cemetery, and now they're making another Pet Cemetery remake. I mean,
why?
No, you know why? Because they're fixing to lose the rights. It's like the Predator right now. The producers used to created it, are now got a lawsuit against Disney. They're trying to get the rights back to take it away from Disney. That's going to be a tough one for them. I'd say anybody.
They're going to lose. The mouse ain't going to give nothing.
Yeah. But I like Warner Brothers. Supposedly, like Nightmare on Elm Street. They lost that. They've lost that franchise, supposedly, what I understand. And there's,
New Line?
Others. Yeah, they've lost that one. So supposedly they can't. The co-owner, the producers got the rights back to that. So, and I know I got a fly. It's bothering me. I know like a lot of Stephen King movies are now in his control, and I know Wes Craven, so he can shop them around anyway. He could. I think Cujo and a couple he's already got back. So he could shop them anywhere. He could send I don't know who rated the original one, but say like Paramount made it, he could send it over to Disney, or he could send it over to Universal or anywhere. And that's why a lot of these are, before they lose the rights, they just start throw these damn samples out like crazy. Throw garbage out anywhere. Hey, LGG, what's up, brother? You want to come in, bro? You can. I got the link up there, I believe. Oh, you hear me? Ronnie, you there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. I thought it was YouTube. Man, YouTube's been a pain in the ass, man. This last week, man, you can't load a video. They've been copyright striking people and loading videos, been glitching, all kind of stuff. It's like terrible. I mean, I'm just starting out, but I know these people's been there a long time, and and monetized, man. They're having hell right now. It's crazy.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. So they all excited up there. Football coming back up there another couple of months.
Oh God, yes.
Well, y'all's boy, man.
I'm literally like a mile down the road from the campus. I'm like 2 miles away from the stadium.
Fine. Y'all's boy now is going.
So yeah, they're straight up losing their minds.
Yeah. Well, like I said, y'all's boy, the quarterback there, he went to Tampa, so he's going to be back up for Brady. So they said he's doing pretty good. The guy they drafted from Florida, the quarterback. Flights bottom the hell out of me. So yeah, I can't wait because it's kind of dead right now. I mean, you got the NBA going and the hockey going, so see what happens. As long as LeBron loses, I'm happy. I don't care who wins that.
For some reason, I can't hear you. I can't hear anymore.
Can't hear me? Can you hear me? Probably glitching.
Let me see if I can fix my ringer here.
No. Microphone down. Yeah, as long as, like I said, as long as LeBron loses, bro. Well, I guess Ronnie's out. Well, everybody in the chat or watching, I do have a link in there. Or Facebook, I put the link in Facebook also because Facebook's having problems. You want to come on in? It's right there in the thing. Oh, Ronnie's back. Come on, chat with us.
And there's something wrong with
talking about everything.
My volume just dropped off, and I'm like, what the heck is going on?
The volume dropped down on you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been glitching, man. I don't know it'll show like the internet goes down here and then it working. That's fly, man. I don't want to hit my computer screen. He's bothering me.
Yeah.
I'm out here in the garage, man. It's freaking hot as hell. That's why I put my little studios out here in the garage. It's hot as hell, man.
I do not.
I got one fan, man. It's not blowing cool enough. So it's the only thing. But yeah, like I said, NBA is going on, but I haven't really watched that much. I said, as long as LeBron loses, I don't care. I can't stand LeBron.
Yeah,
can't stand his ass. But maybe somebody like maybe the freaking the Bucks are in there, so maybe they'll win. You know, somebody they won it before. Hockey now. I'm pulling from the Lightning, so I guess that's that one's a little different. But
I'm going. Well, I'm not much of a hockey fan, but my half sister, they still live up in New York, and they're big Islander fans. So they're up 3-2 against the Penguins.
Oh, okay.
And they start playing here again in about 10 minutes. So they win one more, they move on. So
cool.
I'm rooting for them because of my sister. So
yeah. Well, at least this year, if you watch it, I mean, at least there's some fans in the stand. I remember watching it last year because the Lightning was in there for the finals, and it was like odd watching this. There's no fans, and
I know I couldn't stand.
I'm like, well, that's why basketball was terrible last year. I mean, it just like, and like wrestling too. It's like that's them sports. If you don't see fans interaction in them things, it ruins the sport.
It does.
Sports entertainment. If you don't call wrestling sports entertainment.
I don't know if you want to call it entertainment right now. I watched WrestleMania last year, and I was like, I couldn't, for the first time ever, I couldn't watch the end. I watched like the first, I think 3 or 4 matches the first night. I'm like, dude, I can't watch this.
Yeah, I watched clips of it because it's on Peacock now. So I was watching because Eric, the guy that does the show with me, he went up there and got his butt wet both days, and I was laughing at him. I was like, "Yeah, you get your butt wet." I said, "Hey," and they missed a lot of the matches, got like shortened and everything. But it was like, felt bad for Samoa Joe, man. After he had got his butt wet for 2 nights in a row, then they released him. So
yeah, no kidding, man. I was like, "What the hell's going on with that?"
Terrible, man. They keep releasing people. They just had like 3 or 4 more releases the other day. I seen. I was like, what are they doing? They who the hell they released? I seen God, who was it they released?
They released some dude. They had just made him one of the announcers there on Raw or something like that.
Yeah.
And like he's been doing it for like a month or two, and they fired him. I'm like, really?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, fire Michael Cole, please.
They ain't gonna fire Michael Cole. They fired JR, but they ain't gonna fire him.
Yeah.
So,
because he's so much better.
I don't know. I haven't really even watched AEWs either, so I gotta check out that. That's more exciting than WWE right now, anyway.
Did you watch here? I think it was last month. The Broken Skull session with Jericho?
No, I saw bits and pieces of it. I didn't watch the whole thing. That rumors like
that one was actually pretty decent.
They said he rumored maybe he might come back to WWE. If I was him, hell no, I wouldn't come back.
No, he's not going to come back.
Hell no.
He might. I was like, he might come back. Like I said, after his,
get his
contract comes up, and he just feels like he needs to. He might come back, to finish out his career there or something.
For like 3 months, do the Hall of Fame, and that'd be done.
Yeah.
He's making too much money. He's got too much freedom over there where he's at now. He's calling shots and stuff. Him and all them guys. Hell no, I wouldn't go over to WWE. You're pretty much locked as like freaking like in jail over there. Man, it's crazy. Oh man, yeah, I flip. I was watching a little bit. I just like skimmed through it, and it has not excited me at all. I'm telling you, I go to me and Eric's gone to some of these independent shows, and to me it's more exciting, man. It's just way more exciting watching the independent wrestling show than WWE. Yeah, I haven't been to like NXT. I guess they're now going to start touring again, but I don't even know who the hell is on NXT right now. But Finn Balor, that's about the only person I know is on there right now. Because hell, they fired most of the people or got rid of them or sent them up to the majors, then fired them and destroyed their career.
The majors ain't do nothing with them.
Destroyed their career. Look at every person that's been up there, they pretty much destroyed their career.
Essentially, yeah.
Where the hell's Aleister Black? I mean, hell, they ain't had him on in 6 months.
He just came back on.
Raw? Was it Raw?
No, he made an appearance at the last pay-per-view.
Oh.
It was he came out and what was the friggin' I'm trying to think of what match it was.
Well, they fired Velveteen Dream. They finally got rid of him.
Well, he knew that was a months ago.
Yeah, but he had all that controversy last year. Didn't fire him, but now they just fire him out of the blue. I mean, I figured they were going to get rid of him, but they never did. I mean, they got rid of Mojo. They got rid of the Iconics. They got rid of who else? They got rid of not Trish Stratus. Mickey James.
Yep.
Yeah. The Iconics, they ruined that. They were so good in NXT, and they ruined them, and they moved them up. Well, look, I know a lot of people don't like them, but they got those 3 guys on the what's it called, the Forgotten Sons.
Uh-huh.
And then they got rid of 2 of them. The one guy, the guy that they were, I figured they'd get rid of because he did controversy. A Riker, what they call Riker, and they got him with Elias. Yeah, they got him with Elias now. He was the one I figured they would get rid of because they had a whole bunch of controversy on him. I ain't gonna get into it, but the other 2 guys they brought them up. Them guys, I've seen them guys forever, and they were just jobbers from hell. And they finally got them in the NXT and got them as a group, and they were starting to show momentum, kicking ass. And then got a little bit of they got their own little shirt, they got their own shirts, got everything. Okay, they say, oh, let's move them up. Boom, moving up, and it's like. They're up there for like a month and then split them up, then fire them. I'm like, what the hell, Well, it's Sanity. Sanity for once. You remember Sanity?
Yep.
I mean, that group. Alexander Wolf. That's what I was saying. They just fired him too.
Yep.
Well, because he joined that. Now he left. He joined that group over the British group, with the Walter and all them. But I remember it, man. They were fire in NXT, man. I was like, hell, it was exciting. Now when they showed up, that was like DX. That was like the new DX like showing up. They move them up. What they did? I think Nikki Cross is the only one left. I mean, the rest of them
fired. And she come back anytime soon because she's pregnant.
She's married to the big guy. Was in the group. What's his name?
Ivan.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. The big guy was in Sandy.
Yeah,
and she's pregnant. Oh, she's pregnant. I didn't even know that. So
I believe so.
Oh, she'll be out.
No, I think that not there. That was Sarah Logan. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, Logan. Yeah, she's with the Viking guy. Yeah, the Viking. Are they still? I haven't watched it. Are they still in there? I don't know.
They came back here. I read something here a few weeks back because the one guy, I think it was Eric. He had like the neck surgery or something like that, so he was out for like 9-10 months or some shit like that.
Oh, okay.
So the other guy just, I guess they figure, he's a tag team, so they can't do nothing with him. So he didn't do jack for the whole time, pretty much.
Oh yeah, they moved him up too quick, also, and then it's like, I just, I go screaming for YouTube. I got wrestling highlights, and I haven't seen them on any kind of highlights or nothing for a while. So I was like, it's like Charlotte Flair's man. They got rid of Andrade. They got rid of him. They got rid of. I'm like, what the hell? I mean, and then
well, he asked for his release.
Well, because they were treating him like garbage, man. I don't blame him. I wanted to get the hell out of there. Also, it's just like it would be like what's his name's in Impact now? Oh God, because he went to NXT. He was on Impact. He was a champion for a while. He was Dixie Carter's nephew or something. What was oh God. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I can't think of his name right now. Yeah, I've seen they got rid of him. They made him a jobber in the majors or the
EC3?
EC3, yeah. I mean, they just jobbered him to death when he moved up. I'm like, what the hell is this? Apollo Crews, they finally gave him a title belt, and they finally gave him a little bit, but they jobbered him to death. It was like, I said, Apollo was amazing in NXT. I was like, what the hell are they doing to these guys? They just ruin them. I mean, Finn, they gave him that one belt, and then they didn't do nothing with him after that. And he come out with a demon fang a couple times, and that was about it. That's why he had to go back to NXT, just to get him where have a little bit of exposure again. I mean, a problem with Raw and SmackDown is freaking Roman Reigns, or Seth Rollins. That's all you hear about.
Yep.
That's it. They have drowned it out on Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and that's it. Well, I mean, even Lashley's group, they broke them up. I didn't understand that either. They broke
the Hurt.
I didn't understand that at all. I'm like, why would you break up a power group like that for nothing? And I was like, wrestling discussion, man.
Well, I mean, it's they just got to the point now where they're recycling shit they did back in the '80s in terms of storylines, and it didn't work back then. So, if you've been a fan for as long as we have,
yeah,
and because you remember back in the day when we used to, like around WrestleMania 15, when we used to go over to each other's houses every year. Like 15 we went to your house, 16 went over to Farrell's house, 17 we were at mine.
Yeah.
We used to, we used to watch all the time. And if you remember, a lot of times they were like running angles and stuff. I would sit there and tell you, okay, this is what's going to happen. This is how it's going to play out.
Oh yeah.
And like 8 times out of 10, that's what was going to happen. They're like, dude, you should go work for them. I'm like, no, it's like they do this stuff all, they've done this for 20, 30 years because they can't think of nothing else.
Yeah, but you know what? Even though they recycled them back then, they were better. It were put on, but the show was way better put on than it is now. I mean, I watch an episode of Raw now, and I'm just like, I don't want to see 3 hours of this shit.
Because back then you had guys that could work. You got guys that could do promos and entertain the crowd.
Yeah, that's the problem.
They go and do promos, and it's like they actually thought of what they were going to say. They actually came up with their own stuff. Now you have writers saying, okay, you're going to say this, and they just go with it. And it's like, it makes no sense. They don't have any creativity or imagination of their own anymore. They're not allowed to. Right. And that hurts them because they can't. Right, it's like, okay, you can tell. It's like, okay, they're just reading the script.
Oh, and you can tell they look like they forget their lines, and it looks really bad. Oh, that's what I'm saying. And that's when they started doing these television screens around the ring, and nobody, and Stone Cold's out there saluting the beers to himself, and there's not a person in the damn audience. I'm like, what the hell, man? I mean, y'all have ruined this already for me.
Yeah.
I mean, back then, dude, I was excited, man. You get out there and you can hear The Rock talk for 15 minutes. Hey, you know what? I wanted to hear him talk for 15 minutes.
Exactly.
There's nobody that can talk for 15 minutes now and entertain me. That's the problem.
There's no one that can talk for 5 minutes and entertain.
Rock get out there with Mankind. They would talk about the pie and the poontang pie and the sock and the sock and rock and Rock bring out his Mankind bring all his old ex-girlfriends out and his coat. Yeah, I mean that shit. Or even the old days when Macho Man get out there and he did talk, or Ric Flair get out there and talk and all that. Yeah, shit, I enjoyed that, man. That was like, but now I hear Roman Reigns like, I'm the big chief of the big village. I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. I'm sorry, everybody. I know it's early, but I mean that's the way I feel when I say that. I mean, I didn't mean to. Hey, PG-13. I said the F word one time, so I have to say it. Okay, but you know what I'm saying. I may have said it more than once, but I'll try to say that's the one official one. But you know what I mean, though. That's just, dude. I'm ready to click. I'm ready to go watch Discovery Channel, watch the dolphins play in the ocean, and watch that crap.
Exactly.
I mean, that's what sucks. The 3 hours of Raw right now is like watching Wonder Woman 84 over again. It just freaking sucks, and I have no urge to watch it. I used to, dude. I'd be like, I had to work. I was like, damn, I got to work. I got to tape this stuff. I got to tape it. I got to watch it when I get home. I watch it when I go home. Now, and then I started taping it. Then I was like,
fast forward. You know, I was like, oh, this match sucks. Fast forward. I go for 3 hours of Raw in like 10 minutes. I'm like, damn, you know. Then delete.
Yeah.
You know, after that, it was like there's nothing to watch. Before, man, it was like every minute, man. I was there. Even like when NWO and all that came out, man, I was ready. Like, cause dude, they were like every minute. You know something's going to happen.
I mean, 'cause remember back in the day when we used to watch, we'd sit there and watch the show. You know, we watch like Nitro and Raw, and then then we jump on Skype.
Dude, those days were hell, man. Those days were hell, man. That's when you wish you had that split screen TV because you were like back and forth, flipping. Oh shit, what's going on DX? Oh, what's going on NWO? Oh, what's going on? Or I had to record one, and you know, it was like those days. Wrestling fans know what heck chaos is, man. Those days, man, what the hell's going on right now? And then you flip it in the Nitro. Bischoff would be telling what's going on in Raw because you know they were pre-taped.
Yep.
So, oh, it was funny as hell, but.
Yeah, because we sit there and watch the shows, and then we jump on Skype and talk about what happened in the shows.
Yeah, or we talk about it. You know, we came over to the house. We talk out and hang out, and go to John's house, and he, you know, power slam somebody in the couch or somebody. So you know,
yeah, or on the weekends go over and you know bust out the N64 and play WCW NWO Revenge.
Exactly, man. I remember John Jarrett. They'd do some power bombs on the couch and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, and then you have Richard come in. He looked like the freaking Animal Steel come in there and take them both out, man. It's like
Yep.
But dude, I was excited. Dude, I can't wait for Monday, man. I was freaking psyched every Monday, man. And Monday was like, you know, dude, that was like Saturday night, man. He was like, hell yeah, it's Monday. Now it's like, okay. Or Friday night. What is it? SmackDown on now? Friday still, or is it Thursday? I don't know.
Right, it's on Friday.
I don't even watch it. I haven't watched it so long. I was like, but I was gonna say, but you know, it used to be Thursday. Well, it used to be Thursday long when it first came out. See, but when it first came out, yeah, it was exciting. It's like, and then you had the ECW and all that, you know, came out and stuff. It's just that excitement's gone, man. It's just I've lost it, man. I've lost it. It's like
ever since Vince bought WCW, it's has never been as good. I mean, you still had a little bit of creativity there towards the end because you still had some of the guys there that knew what they were doing.
Yeah. But
I mean, they had no one to push them anymore.
Well, that's what I was hoping when AEW. I was like, this will push them now. They've got worse. To me, they've got worse
because they're not seen as competition.
That's all I said, man.
Because you think about when it started, who did they have in terms of worldwide name value? Who did they have when they first started? They had Jericho.
Mm-hmm.
They had Cody Rhodes. That was it. I mean, Jericho,
Young Bucks, yeah.
But the Young Bucks, though, I mean, they hadn't had mainstream notoriety at that point.
Yeah.
They were like, they were the kings
Ring of Honor,
independent in Japan and stuff. But in terms of like, worldwide, main name value in North America, no one knew who they were. I mean, obviously you had some people, but not a whole lot.
The Bullet Club people, yeah.
Exactly. I mean, so you had Jericho, which was the big name, and then you had Cody Rhodes, which was not used in WWE as a main guy. He was he was mid card at best.
Mm-hmm.
Then they went into the Stardust thing, and that pushed them further down.
Oh yeah! Now they got Sting. They got the Giants, Giants over there. Jake the Snake, I think, has been over. He's over there. DDP's been over. He's over there. Who else is like? Taz is over there now. They're starting to, they're building, and they've built a lot of those young guys up. It's starting to the Inner Circle and the what's now the Pinnacle and all that. So I mean, they're starting. If I want to watch a show, I'll watch that show.
And Jericho talked about that on the Stone Cold thing, where he's like, that's where he said that's what they're trying to do is they're trying to get like the older guys to work with the newer guys so they can bridge that gap.
Yeah.
And bring and elevate both of them up. We're now they're with like what WCW used to do or what WWE used to do, and have the old guy, the young guy, the young guy. It's like it doesn't help anybody.
More attitude era.
you see the old guy with the old guy. It's like, okay, I've seen this 5 million times. I don't care anymore. Or you see the young guy, it's like, I don't know who these guys are. I don't have any interest in watching because they're not building anybody up. They build the same 3 guys and that's it.
Yeah. And it's more attitude there. That was a shame what happened to Brody Lee, though, man. Because I liked him on the Wyatt family, and he got over there, and they made him a top star over there.
He was a big deal when he came in.
They made him a top star because the WWE never used him well. They got him the tag teams, and they just had him just as this guy's bitch boy, this guy's bitch boy. They never used him well. But he went over there, and he, I ain't gonna say the word. He took charge. I said F word, but he took charge. And I mean, he got a grip, and he was he got top headliner. He was up there for the belt and title and all that. And it's just a shame, after he had that title match and he went in the hospital, never came out of it.
Yeah, like, you feel bad. I mean, obviously you feel bad for his family to begin with. I mean, but then the fact that he finally got his break. He finally got his shot to show, hey, I'm not just a tag team guy. I'm not just someone's lackey. I can actually do this on my own. And then unfortunately, he passes away. And it's like, it's tragic to see that.
Well, look at Sean Spears, man. They've pushing him hard too, man.
Yeah,
and he was just a bitch boy. He was just a bitch boy over in NXT and when he moved up into WWE.
Well, and NXT, though, he got over in NXT though.
Got over in NXT, but then when he moved him up, boom.
That was it. Yeah, I mean, he had like a brief flash where. It looked like they were doing a little something with him, even though he was still losing, but he was still getting. He was still getting utilized.
I used to enjoy watching him. The 10 minutes. When I first went in watching NXT, we used to go over to Fort Pierce and all that. Yeah, I mean, he was a heel, and everybody hated his ass. But then he was like,
he was over, man.
He was the 10 man. Everybody liked him, got into him, and he's married to one of the Iconics. So I've looked for them both to go over there too. And if they keep them together, I think they'll do well. They were really good in NXT together. So I don't know. See, I don't know what the problem is. See, the NXT. See, I haven't watched NXT in a while either. If I don't know what the problem. I know Triple H is controlling NXT, and I guess Vince still has the control over the other two.
Oh yeah, Vince has control over everything.
It's time for Vince to move his ass on and let and make the other two if Triple H is doing what he did to NXT, that's what it needs to happen because. It's just getting old.
Vince is going to die first before he gets control.
Well, and the problem was NXT started lacking too because Vince got in there and he started putting his control. Because first it was Triple H's baby, he had full control no matter what.
And that's what
then Vince started going in there too, and he started messing around with it, and it messed it up also. So, but. Yeah, it's a shame, man. Like I said, I don't know the wrestling heyday like it used to be ever be back. I mean,
maybe like I said, when Vince finally goes, because that's the only way he's going to give it control is when he dies. He's not going to give it. He's not going to give it voluntarily.
Yeah.
Then maybe we might see something different, but I that's not going to happen anytime soon.
I would, like I said, I wouldn't even watch it. I got Peacock, so. Since they basically bought WWE Network out from NBC bought the WWE Network out, I guess for 5 years or 6 years. I'd be the only reason I watch any pay-per-view because I can watch it for free. I wouldn't pay for it. And I canceled the network like 2 years ago. I was like, I got tired of it. It's like I didn't even watch it. So
it's like, I mean, they didn't have any content that was worth anything. I mean, you have the same stuff that's been on there for since it.
Yeah.
Since it came out in 2014 or whatever it was.
And they quit doing new shows. They didn't have new shows. Well, at first it came out, there were some cool shows in there and all that. That one with all the legends hanged out in the house together. I used to watch that Legends House.
The Legends House, yeah.
Yeah, then they had Camp WWE. They had a couple of cool little shows.
I like they had the Legends with JBL. Mm-hmm. I like that one because I loved hearing all the old stories and stuff from some of the older guys. Yeah, that was one of my favorite shows. And they're like, "Oh, we're not going to do that one anymore." They didn't renew it. I'm like, "Okay." And then they'd have some other ones on there. It's like, I like those. They have the Legends of Wrestling. They had the round table of guys, and they said, "Okay, tonight we're going to talk about, the NWO. This time we're going to talk about factions, and this time we're going to talk about this and that." Yeah. You had 4 or 5 guys, that were big players. Just around shooting the breeze and talking about the stuff. And it's like, okay, this is really cool because sometimes you see things or you hear guys talk about things like, okay, you know, I remember one time they had a show on there where they had Bischoff on there, and this was before he was doing the GM of Raw and everything like that, and they were talking about some stuff with WCW and you know, like the Monday Night Wars, and they were like ganging up on him, and he was like getting pissed off and defensive because he's like, and it's like, you know, this is not how it went down. But it's like you see stuff like that. It's like that. Okay, that was entertaining because it's like you're waiting to see someone jump off the table and start whooping someone's ass because they were disagreeing on their opinion or something. You know, nowadays it's like, oh, you know, you can't even say certain things without. Oh, we're going to offend the sponsors. We can't do that.
Yeah, I wish they would have never bought WC. I wish WCW would have lasted, and it would never got bought out. And I think we wouldn't have had. I know WCW was really faltering towards the end. I mean, they boomed up so high and they sort of fell down, but I just think we wouldn't have the crap we have now if that wouldn't happen. But I mean, I know right after they bought them, they were still big for a couple years, and it just started. An attitude era. After that attitude era sort of fizzled out, and they went that PG-13 area. Just
no, it wasn't PG-13. It's just PG.
PG or TV-14 or TV-12, what the hell they wanted to call it now. It's not.
It's ridiculously stupid. It's like, okay, you can't turn something like, you can't go from like the Attitude Era to the PG era and say, oh, this is so much better. It's like, no, it's not. Not by a long shot.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about something else like wrestling. Have you seen the Bad Batch?
The what?
The Bad Batch on the Star Wars? The Star Wars
no, I've not watched it yet.
Yeah, watched it yet? Okay. All right, we'll talk about that then. Did you see the Clone Wars? The Clone Wars show?
Yeah.
Did you like Clone Wars or did you?
I mean, it wasn't bad. They had, I mean, I like the fact that they had a lot of stuff that, you know, a lot of people didn't know from different canon and the books and stuff like that they had.
Yeah.
I mean, I like, you know, so a lot of stuff I liked it because, you know, it went into a lot of stuff that, you know, people that just watched the movies and that was it. They figured, okay, that's all that happened.
Yeah.
And there's so many other, you know, stories and characters and things out there that they could have done something with. So it was nice to see they actually had a little bit of stuff out there for the really hardcore fans that knew about all these other books, all this other stuff out there that no one talked about. You know, I'm still waiting to see. I keep hearing rumors that they're going to do a Knights of the Old Republic movie, which I would be very psyched to see because that was like one of my favorite books to read.
Well, they were, but the producers of Game of Thrones, but then they got that fell through. They was going to do a trilogy on that, but I don't know what's going. Till Kathleen Kennedy's gone, I don't know what's going to happen. That's the problem. She's really stinking up the joint right now.
Well, Lucas is trying to get back some control.
Yeah. That's what they need. They need to get her out of there. She's ruining it. She's trying to make everything woke and, you know, all this political crap in there. And, you know, leave that out. I don't want to know all that crap in Star Wars. And, I ain't going to say that, but I watched the Bad Batch. It's sort of, to me, it's episode 4. I got to watch. I'm on a round table on Sunday. I have to, we talk about the show. And it's been slow. It's started out really slow. Everybody's giving it probably like a C. The highest grade's like C+, you know, out of like 6 of us. So it started really slow. If it does, I'm hoping it gets better. But like I said, check it out, and you'll see probably why I'm giving it a C+. There's parts of it just like the main character. It doesn't really shouldn't belong there. So they got a little girl in there. It doesn't make sense. They got these big bad tough guys and this little girl. It doesn't make sense. So it's like but like I said, check it out. I won't spoil nothing for you or anything. But did you see Falcon and Winter Soldier? Did you see that? You saw that series?
I watched, I think, the first 2 or 3 episodes, and it's a slow burn.
Yeah, it was a good show. It ended off pretty good. All right, now WandaVision. Did you see WandaVision?
Yes.
Did you? How about your theory on that?
Once again, slow burn. Once you got past like the 3rd episode, then things started picking up, and it started kind of making sense.
Oh, I lost you. I lost you, Ron.
And
No.
how about now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was another one that was a slow burn.
Mhm.
Once you got past like the third episode, then things started making sense and it started getting better. But it was hard to get past that third episode
Oh yeah.
because it was like you're watching, it's like, okay, what the hell's going on? It's like, why is this like an Ozzy and Harriet thing? And they had
Right.
they had
Yeah.
no, they give you no rhyme or reason of why it was like that. And so it's just kind of like,
Oh yeah.
okay, are they doing because of the names? Was
Yeah.
so it didn't make any sense. So like I said, if no
Mhm.
one had the patience to get past those first few episodes, then they have no idea what's going on. They just had the same feeling that I did when I watched the first couple ones. I'm like, okay, this is like, what is this? Like they're just trying to spoof Ozzy and Harriet or
Oh
something?
yeah. Yeah. My boy LDG's in the. I don't know if he's still in the chat. He was like, he has a channel and he examined that show. Feige trolled us to death on that show. And LGG, he has this freaking fly. He examined like every show and he was trying to find he found all these Easter eggs and all that. And he made sense like he was like Mephisto was behind all this, which made sense if you watch all these Easter eggs. And it seemed like Feige trolled us to death. You know, he changed it all up. You know, they said it was going to be that Luke Skywalker moment. And Vision, the guy does Vision, he said he's going to work with somebody he's never worked before, and it was going to be this Luke Skywalker. And it ended up being himself. You know, and the way it ended and all that. And then I find out. Then they said that Feige actually changed. Doctor Strange was supposed to be involved in it, and then he changed it out because he didn't want Doctor Strange. They wanted Doctor Strange to be like the main focus of the thing, so he took him out and different things. Like I guess Mephisto was supposed to be part of it, but they were trying to please China because they didn't have Mephisto. You know, so and I kind of
I think I don't know if I lost you, dude. I seem to be in here by myself, and I am not equipped to host a web show. I think you might be having some technical difficulties, guys. If anyone's still here, stick around. I'm sure he'll be back on momentarily. If you can't hear this, I'm talking to myself and I sound like a complete idiot.
Sorry about that, guys. Had some internet glitch there. Ronnie, if you're still there, you can jump back in. I freaking internet just like died on me. I had to reboot the whole system. But it might be already gone. Let me see real quick. All right, guys. Hey, you there, bro?
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, I'm sorry about man. I had to shut the whole computer off. The whole thing crashed on me.
I love it.
Well, I guess it's a power. The lights flicker too, so it must have been a little power surge or something.
Oh yeah, the gnat flies are running parts, and the internet goes out.
Yeah, I was talking about Kevin Feige, so he sent me a volt down. You know, he's all powerful with Disney and all that. He said, don't fuck with Kevin Feige. But yeah, what I was saying about it, see, like I was talking about LDG, we was talking about WandaVision. Like he said all these Easter eggs, and he didn't, he sort of like, trolled us like on that show. I mean, I liked it, but it could have been better.
Oh yeah.
It's like this Loki show coming out. I hope it's not. I hope it's good. I mean, it looks good. I hope it's good. I hope it ain't another troll thing. Then we expect something else and we get something different. I'm expecting, what you call it, I'm sorry, it's time travel. So we could be looking at what's the main character there? Their living tribunal and stuff like that. I'm hoping that we'll get those things in there. So
I'm not gonna hold my breath with it.
Yeah.
Simply because I think that everyone had all these expectations after The Mandalorian, with how well that did. And it's like, oh, well, now they're going to have all the other shows. Like, oh, these are going to be good because these are all characters that we know. But I think the thing is that they're all characters that we know.
Yeah.
I mean, Mandalorian was kind of an unknown entity going in, so we didn't really have. You knew it was based in the Star Wars universe, but you had no real idea or clue of what it was, who the character was, what was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas you have, all the other ones you have, with Loki and WandaVision and, Falcon Winter. You knew all these characters, so it's kind of like, okay, you figure, oh, it's going to have something to do with the movies, or it's going to be playing off of what's going on with the movies, and it's really not really a whole lot that happened.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so it's kind of like, so you already had these expectations of, oh, so it's going to be, akin to the movies, and it really wasn't. Mm-hmm. So I think a lot of people, and also the fact that it was just not really. I think it was kind of poorly executed in how they did it.
Yeah. I'm scared DC. I'm scared Marvel's starting to go down the DC universe wormhole. That's what I'm scared of, because they're starting to get sloppy on things that DC's all over the place, and that it ain't. I don't know if they're ever going to be what they should be, but
DC has yet to put out a really. I mean, the only decent movie that DC's put out was Joker.
Yeah,
and that was because of Joaquin Phoenix.
And that ain't gonna have nothing to do with any movie because it has no tie-ins to nothing. So nope. I mean, right now, did you see the Snyder cut and all that? I mean, did you like it?
I have not, and I'm not going to.
The first one. The Justice, or what the hell they call it, Justice League, or
whatever the hell. Yeah.
Yeah, it was put such a bad taste in your mouth, and then so
And the thing is, I mean, now they're gonna have I know they're gonna do a Black Adam movie. Supposedly a Shazam 2, which I'm definitely not looking forward to. I don't want to see.
I don't even know why they made Shazam. Period.
That was a terrible movie. And then Suicide Squad, which I didn't like the first one, so I don't know. And this is James Gunn. I don't know. He could make it better, but
Well,
I hated Birds of Prey. I didn't like that at all.
To me, the Suicide Squad made no sense to have with the way and some of the people they cast. Will Smith as Deadshot made no sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
I mean, Deadshot, if you go by the comic books and his storyline and all the other and his arc as a character, Deadshot was a ruthless, cold-blooded killer that did not give a rat's ass who you were as long as he got his pay, you were dead. Yep. Will Smith is not that person. He cannot pull up that person. And I think he's a good actor, but he cannot pull off that kind of mentality on his best day.
Bad casting.
Yeah.
I mean, and then if you go to Aquaman was okay.
Aquaman was decent.
Decent. I mean, between that and the Wonder Woman first Wonder Woman.
First one, yeah, okay.
That's the only two really good DC. I mean, Man of Steel was okay. I didn't like Batman versus Superman. I didn't care for it. It was all jumbled up.
DC, in my estimation, is stupid, and they shot themselves in the foot over what they did in that movie. Yeah. Because they had the whole thing, the whole 10-minute cameo of Doomsday.
Mm-hmm.
They shot them because that right there, they could have made a friggin' movie out of that by itself. They should have made a movie out of that by itself.
The New Gods. It was supposed to. They already canceled it, so I don't know what they're going to do. They're not going
to. Instead they made a 10-minute filler in a movie that already sucked because it had Ben Affleck in it playing a superhero. Again, apparently they never watched Daredevil, and saw that he can't act. He's not a good superhero. Maybe we should not cast him as one.
Did you like Henry Cavill's Superman?
He wasn't. I mean, he did better, I think, than the guy before him, the Brandon Rush or Roush or however the hell you say his name. I mean, I think he did better than him.
Yeah.
It's hard to get invested in like a lot of the Superman and Batman movies like that because they keep switching the characters so often.
Well, the new Batman,
they keep rebooting it, and it's like okay, you have your diehards. Myself included, I still think the best one has been Michael Keaton and Batman. By far, I think he was the best one because Batman is supposed to be a dark character, and Michael Keaton, I think, is just a little bit dark by himself naturally. So I think he portrayed the character a lot more truer to how it was in the comic books than anyone else has. I don't know what new designer drug DC was currently taking when they decided, Robert Pattinson is going to make a good Batman.
That's what I was going to bring, the new Batman coming up.
I mean, so I don't know how they figured.
Did you see the Riddler? Did you see what the Riddler's going to look like?
I'm almost afraid to.
Let me see. Let me see if I can find this one. Let me see here. Give me a second. Let me find it. Let me see. Let's see if I can find it. Put it on the screen here. The new one. Where is that? I mean, he doesn't look like. He looks like a freaking. I don't know what. Let me see. Let me see if I can put it on here. Let's see. Oh, here, okay. You're gonna be shocked when you see this crap, man. All right, let me see. Okay. All right. Give me 1 second here. Share screen. There you go. You can see it, right? Okay.
Yeah.
That is right. That's the Riddler. That's the new Riddler.
Okay.
I mean, he looks free. I messed one picture. He got like a thing on his mouth. He can't talk. It looks like a freaking psycho ass motherfucker. I don't know. Let me see if I can find a better picture of that. But yeah, it's like, what in the hell? I mean, it's completely different than what we've, I mean, I would expect the Riddler to be. I mean, it looks like they're gonna make him really dark. Well, let me see. That's another one. I sort of like got sunglasses, but he's got like some tape type thing on his mask. It looks, and you don't have no question marks on it. He looks like something like you see Hannibal Lecter or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like Bane.
Biohazard or something. Biohazard or something. I don't know. But that's what we got to look forward to.
Oh yeah, because now you have every idiot in Hollywood that gets a superhero movie. Oh, they have to make their mark on it. They got to sit there and do something like that. So that makes it mine. So I'm going to sit there and completely change how a character's been portrayed for the past 80 years.
Mm-hmm.
Because I need to make my marks. Like, dude, just shut up and make the movie.
I remember
don't change stuff.
They were rumored one time that Eddie Murphy was going to be the next Riddler. I mean, that was a couple years ago. But then
God.
So I don't know. I don't even know if that would work. But
yeah, that'd be like Pluto Nash Part 2.
But well, even just make a damn good story. Just make the story make sense and make this, I mean, they've already screwed it where it ain't like the comics or like the what it's supposed to be. Just make the movie, enjoyable movie. I'm at that point in some of these like DC and stuff. It's like the Flash. I don't know. They keep saying they're gonna make a Flash. Well, what are they gonna make now? I mean, Flashpoint. Then they say, well, we're gonna make a Flashpoint. They'll go back to Michael Keaton's Batman. I mean, what are they gonna do? Superman. I know. They're talking about they're gonna make a Black Superman now, which I have no problem with because there is a story of a Black Superman, but nothing fits in together. You already fired Henry Cavill, so that Superman's gone. But you're going to keep Aquaman and you're going to keep Wonder Woman. So how the hell are they going to tie together? What's the hell? That's the problem with
DC is they don't tie any of their stuff together.
Well, that was the problem with Batman when they did Michael Keaton 2 shows. Then they said, well, let's do Val Kilmer. Well, you kept Alfred the same, you kept all these, but you changed Batman. I'm like, it didn't. It just didn't feel right. And then you didn't. Oh, let's make George Clooney the next one. And it was like, what the hell? I mean, at that point, you need to get rid of the whole cast and start over. You can't just let's flip flop in the middle of the things. It doesn't make sense. Like I said, I don't care. A lot of people were upset because they're making a black Superman. I don't care. They can make a black Superman. I have no problem. There's a storyline about it. But they're, but make it make sense.
But do the storyline.
Yeah.
Don't just do a Black Superman because there's a bunch of people crying. Oh, there's not enough minority superheroes.
How's it going? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Make it make sense. I don't care. Like I said, right now you've already messed up the Green Lantern because you had Ryan Reynolds at one time the Green Lantern. I mean, you got so many multiple Batmans. Yeah, I mean, you got multiple Supermans. You have multiple. Now I don't know. Cyborg, they'll have to recast him because they've already got him out. They pissed him off and they fired him. So
yeah,
I don't know, man. It just they need a fresh reboot. They just need to sell it over to Disney and then say let's just integrate it with Marvel. And they started over.
Exactly. I made a comment. Do some Marvel DC crossover.
Because there's a rumor. Somebody said it was debunked because Discovery's buying Warner Brothers out, so they're going to merge them together. And they said that Discovery is eventually they're going to sell off lots of the Warner Brothers properties. Yeah, and it was rumored that DC could be sold and Marvel could buy it. When I said, well, you know what? We let Marvel buy DC, Kevin Feige, and since they killed off Iron Man, they put Batman to be Spider-Man's mentor. Then see how that works.
Yeah, right.
Oh man, that would be interesting. Well, they're going to do the Spider-Man film, and they're going to have possibly 3 Spider-Mans. But the way they got that set up, that could work because they're doing the multiverse. I mean, DC's multiverse is like, hey, we don't know what the fuck's going on, so let's just do another reboot. So that's their multiverse. So that's so this is gonna be the fifth. This is the 5th Batman reboot. I mean, how many reboots are you gonna have of one character?
Yeah, what I'm interested in with the new Spider-Man movie, because the rumor is, and it's supposedly verified, is that they're gonna in the new new Spider-Man, they're gonna have a cameo of Daredevil.
Really?
And it's supposed to be the guy who played him in the Netflix series.
Yeah, I've heard that. As long as it ain't Ben Affleck, I don't care.
No, God, if there's Ben Affleck, I'll never watch another Marvel
movie.
Ben
Affleck comes back, man. I'm like, hell no. But that'd be cool. Who knows? I mean, I know they're supposed to bring Doc Ock back. Electro's coming back. Mary Jane. I don't know. I mean, I've heard mixed reviews, and it's like Venom too. Like the Venom. Is Spider-Man going to be in it? I didn't like the Venom trailer. I liked it. I didn't like. I want to see Carnage, but I think they're going to mess it up. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be the Carnage we want. That's what I'm saying. It looks like a red Venom, pretty much. Carnage.
Well, that's what Carnage was, in red Venom, essentially.
Yeah, but he was gooey. Yeah, but now you know how he's was real gooey and looks like blood dripping on it. I mean, they got him more bone, like he's bony, looking like they have him in the trailers. I don't know. We'll have to check and see. That comes out in 2 months. So.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
that might be my return to the movie theater.
I want to see it. I mean, I definitely want to see it. I don't know if I'm gonna like it, but I want to see it. I mean, they've got the perfect. Woody Harrelson's perfect for the spot.
Absolutely. Like I said, if they let him use his input, and however they can do it into portraying the mentality of the character the way it's supposed to be, it's going to be a home run, because he can absolutely nail that kind. If you go with Cletus Cassidy, with how he was in the comics, I mean, Harrelson can nail that with his hands tied behind his back, easy.
Oh yeah. Well, everybody's complaining because they already messed the story. They already messed the story up. I mean, it ain't like it's supposed to. I knew Venom was supposed to be with through Spider-Man and all that. They already did that. But I mean, my thing is, I want eventually Spider-Man to go back to Marvel, for they can make sure it's integrated right. But the problem is they don't. And if this movie bombs, it might be, even if they Disney and them get Spider-Man back, I don't. It might be 5, 6, 7 years before we get another Venom Carnage movie. This might be our only chance we ever get a Carnage movie. So I want it to be good, but I wish they'd just do a rated R. Don't do this damn PG-13 on a Carnage movie. That's the only thing that's what I don't want. I want.
Is that Marvel doesn't own them though? Do they?
It's owned by Sony, but they're still going to do a PG-13. Marvel has. It's weird. They have say in it, but they don't have say in it. I know the Spider-Man movies, they have more control because they signed that little agreement. But they know they re-signed the agreement, so they got Kevin Feige has a little say in it, but he doesn't have say. It's one of those things. It's like, hey, you can tell us to do this, saying this, but we don't have to do it. It's kind of weird things. Because I know it's like the Morbius movie. It's going to be the same way. But they're trying. But the thing is, they're stupid if they don't try to connect it with the rest of the Marvel thing. Because trust me, even if the movie sucks, that Marvel Studios logo or anything with Marvel on it is gonna sell tickets. So
it's like automatically gonna be a blockbuster.
Well, it's like the Eternals trailer came out.
Yeah,
I was not impressed with that trailer at all. But that made money because it's got the Marvel Studios logo on it. I hope it's good, but that trailer was not impressive at all. I mean, it didn't show me what I wanted to see. I mean, it didn't have that pop in it.
I mean,
I want to see Jasonlee and Selma Hayek. Yeah, I'll go just see them. But
yeah, my philosophy is that they're trying to do too much with all the there's so many Marvel characters over the years, they're trying to throw too much out at once, and they're trying to pick.
Oh yeah,
they're trying to pick too many, just like randomly obscure, superheroes, and say, okay, we're gonna make a movie out of this guy.
Eternals is going to flop. It's probably possibly.
I'm gonna have to agree with Bone on that one. I think it's gonna flop.
I hope it does.
There's none.
But I'm afraid it is.
Know about it.
Well, that's a problem, and it didn't pop it. You know what you did? Galactus, just one image of Galactus. You see Galactus in the background, like where he's created, or a young Thanos, or Namor. Just show him just a little bit. You don't have to have a big scene from it. Just so that one good image, just like, oh hell yeah, there's Galactus. I'm there. This is so this is going to tie into the Fantastic Four movie coming up, or Namor, where it's going to be possibly tie into the next Black Panther. They show how the land sunk, which he may be in it. Rumors is, baby, like Bone said right here, baby Thanos. Yeah, that's all I needed. I'm saying, boom, I'm there. I want to see it. That one image of Galactus, Thanos, Namor, boom. But I didn't. All I saw was you see that little spaceship coming in there, and it looked like you're in an ancient world. It sort of like John Carter. I thought I was watching John Carter or something. Which I like John Carter, but it didn't feel Marvel at all. I mean, and I've seen that a little bit with Selma Hayek a little bit, but it wasn't. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I know a little bit about Eternals, but people who don't know nothing about Eternals, they're like, "What the hell is this? Is this Marvel?"
Exactly? And that's the problem. They're picking stuff that only the most hardcore comic book guys really know about.
Exactly.
And it's like you're not going to go and do well, mainstream, because people are like, well, what the hell? Who are the Eternals? Who the hell is that? I'm surprised. Truthfully, I'm surprised that Captain Marvel did as well as it did.
That Marvel logo, man.
Because it wasn't a widely, circulated character. It wasn't one that was one of the high end ones that everyone always knew or everyone talked about. Like Iron Man or Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, X-Men. So Captain Marvel was okay. It was a known name, but not like it wasn't on the high end spectrum of superheroes.
And also the Captain Marvel, that was a newer version of Captain Marvel, because the original Captain Marvel was called Captain Marvel, which they changed the character, which wasn't a woman.
I remember
it was a man, and she eventually does become she was Miss Marvel. See, that was the main thing. They never made her. They should have made her Miss Marvel first, and then moved to Captain Marvel. Down the road, because now they got the new Miss Marvel, which is that newer version of Miss Marvel. I can't pronounce her name. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But I mean, even that one, I know that's going to be a Disney Plus show, and a lot of people will not even know who that is either, because that's not the the real original one. That's the only thing. I have no problem in her becoming Captain Marvel, but that she. Her origin story, she was Mrs. Marvel first, even in the cartoons. Mrs. Marvel. Eventually, she does come Captain Marvel, because Marvel dies. I can't remember, cancer or something, but because he's created. But they should have had him. They should have changed gender. I don't think sometimes the change gender thing. I don't agree with. I mean, It's like if you have Wonder Woman, okay, she's Wonder Woman. Don't make her Wonder Man. Well, there is a Wonder Man, but I'm just saying, don't that's a totally different character. Marvel was a guy. Keep him as a guy. Then Mrs. Marvel is keep them as they are and then change them. The thing. But
change it if it makes sense. Don't change it because people are saying, oh, there's not enough female. There's not enough female superheroes, or there's not enough minority superheroes. Don't change color or gender just because people are saying, oh, there needs to be more. That's not a reason. I mean, I'm sorry if you feel. If this upsets anybody, I'm sorry if they feel, if a certain race or gender feels slighted or offended. But if it's a literary figure, if it was written a certain way or a certain gender, a certain color, and you make a movie about that, then you should stick to the source material of what was used.
I'm more about the race thing really don't bother me because look at Samuel L. Jackson's Nick Fury. I'm sorry, I know Nick Fury originally was a white guy, but Samuel Jackson is my Nick Fury. I mean, he plays that part perfect. I couldn't think of a white person could do a better job than him.
Well, I mean,
I'm sorry.
Samuel Jackson.
Perfect. He's perfect.
Samuel Jackson could play Wonder Woman and make it work. I mean,
I'm just saying.
How he is.
But the thing is, Marvel is a man. I mean, that is the origin for the comics for the thing. They've never made a comic where Marvel was a woman, so that was just made up out of the blue. So why change that? You know, and I mean, if it was like I said, if they had comics to where Marvel was a woman, okay, that's fine. But Marvel was never a woman anywhere in the comics or the thing, and they messed up the origin story because Mrs. Marvel. It was Mrs. Marvel first, then she becomes Captain Marvel. But you do the a little bit, you know, where it makes sense. But you know, I mean, I'm not being sexist or you know, I'm just saying, just make it make sense. You know where it should go.
You know, follow the stuff. I mean, there's so many, you know, storylines and character arcs where they could do everything that they're done and have, like I said, and have it make natural continuity and make sense.
Well, another one is the Thor. You know, they made a female Thor, which is fine. I have no problem with it. And the female Thor is going to be in the next Thor movie. But you know what's good about it? At least the original Thor is in there. So okay, we have the original Thor. Okay, this is the female Thor. Okay, but then you know, just don't just pop. Okay, we have the female Thor. She's the Thor. Okay, well that doesn't make sense with the comics or the origins or nothing. I mean, if you're going to do it, make it make sense, you know, as a new character. I don't have problems with adding new characters, but don't change the character around. Well, see, what was good, this is what's good about Spider-Man. And this is the only thing bad about what they're doing about the Superman. They're going to make they're going to do the Black Superman, but they're going to have Miss Clark Kent. There is a Black Superman comic, but it's not Clark Kent as that character, but they're going to try to do this. The Spider-Man, they made Miles Morales, which makes sense. Okay, you have an African-American Spider-Man, but it's a different character. It's not the character that you have all these origins and arcs on, and let's just change it, you know? So, and it's good.
Miles Morales, is he supposed to be black or is he supposed to be Hispanic? I thought he was Hispanic.
I think he's black, but there's another. They've made another Spider-Man that is Hispanic.
Okay, maybe confusing the two.
He's Hispanic, and I think they made a gay one also. I believe they've made I made them made 2 or 3, but they're not. They haven't. They made a couple comments on it, but yeah, Miles Morales is the more popular one. But that's perfect. You know, they made another character. And they, you know, it didn't affect this character, but they made another character, and they need to combine both characters, you know, have both characters in the same screen. I just, you know, I don't like that when they, you know, if you have a character, don't. I mean, you can update a little bit, but don't just completely flip flop the character, you know, so much that it doesn't make sense. I mean, if they come out like Doctor Doom and they say Doctor Doom is now we have a female Doctor Doom. Okay, see that really to me that's like what the hell? Okay, well you can have a female Doctor Doom, but you know that's Doctor Doom's wife or Doctor Doom's sister or daughter or something. But don't say okay, this is the original Doctor Doom. Now say now that you've already screwed up. This Doctor Doom has been for 30, 40 years is Dr. Doom. Okay, now what the hell did you just do to Dr. Doom? See, that's what I don't like. That's fine. Bring a new character in. You have his daughter. And she say Dr. Doom. Well, they show a little bit of Dr. Doom and he died. Okay, they kill him off. That's fine. And she takes over the role. She's the new Doom, but she's the daughter of the original Doom. That's fine. To me, that's perfect. And that's the way it should work. Even that's a new character, you know, but at least it's an added character. It's not in the comics, but it makes sense. Well, that's like a Cole Young in Mortal Kombat. What the hell was that? You know?
Yeah, that's one thing I didn't
understand. Out the door. You know, that's you know, just do what you're supposed to do. That's fine. Hey, you know what? it's fine to put a new character in there, but put the original characters in there first. Okay, you have Johnny Blaze, you have all them. Okay, that's fine. But Cole Young, okay, we got Cole Young here, but you know what? Cole Young was just added. But he's not the main focus of the damn movie, though. You know, which don't make sense, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the only problem in the type of things. Whew. Heat it up, man.
Yeah, I know. Well,
Sweating harder, man. Burn sweater.
I mean, those things you always have been.
Yeah, so like I said, just just make the story make sense and make it enjoyable. Just don't put that. No, they're putting that propaganda crap in there and this and that. I don't care. Like I said, just make it make sense and make the movie enjoyable. That's like I said. Like all the ideas, like I said, when they come up and say they're going to do a black suit, that's fine. I'll watch it, but make the movie good. Don't make it where it's like throwing stuff in your face. I like Batwoman. If you ever seen Batwoman on CW, the show is garbage. I mean, I don't want nothing like that. If you want to do a Batwoman, that's fine. It don't matter what color, race, what race they make Batwoman. That's fine. I don't care. But make the movie fun, enjoyable. If I want to hear, I don't hear a bunch of bull crap, like in my face, political crap. I watch CNN. I watch Fox News. I don't want to see that on the freaking. When I go to the movies and watch a movie. Yeah, so leave that crap out. So
I say I want a fun, enjoyable movie that's going to make sense. That's
I want that's what I want. A good movie. That's what I want. A good movie. It makes sense.
I mean, I don't want stuff that's got 15 plot points and they're jumping all over. They have no character development, or they have a convoluted plot that doesn't make any sense, and they try to tie it all together in the last 5 minutes, and you're just like, what's there wondering like?
It's like this. Well, it's like this. This Batman movie. I'll probably end up watching it. I'm a little concerned about it because I don't really care for the guy that plays Batman. I didn't watch Twilight or I didn't care for the movies, so that wasn't my cup of tea.
Thank God.
Everybody changes. Everybody. Characters. When they played one movie, they might be different in a different movie. That wasn't my cup of tea. So it's not my favorite character, and I'm just tired of the let's change Batman every 2 years. Thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna give him a benefit of the doubt of this. I mean, this looks like one of the Green Army men. It's just went psycho. That's what it looks like to me. So I don't know with sunglasses on. I don't I mean, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. It's like Joker. It's like Joker, man. A lot of people bash Joker, and but Joker was. I thought Joker was excellent.
Joker was completely. I mean, I said because I love the way. I think that people you look at a lot of the reviews, a lot of people that bash Joker because it wasn't like high octane, action oriented. Mm-hmm. It was more of a melodrama.
Mm-hmm.
But what I like so much about it is that it showed his slow descent into madness.
Oh yeah.
Whereas like he was. I mean, he had a medical affliction. He was trying to do things. He was trying to get by. He was trying to survive. He was trying to do something that made him happy, and it didn't work out. And just it's just like a compounding set of circumstances that just kind of slowly started crushing in on him, and it got to the point where he finally just snapped.
Oh yeah,
and I love how they did that whole way. Just like you slowly just watched him just ever so slightly, a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here, and all of a sudden it's just like boom, there it is. There's the full turn.
Let me ask you this: do you want a sequel?
I'm torn on a sequel because I'm wondering what they would do with the sequel.
I'm afraid they'll ruin it. I think it should be a standalone movie. And because it doesn't connect. They're going to try. That's what they're going to try to connect. But the problem is they don't have no foundation to connect anything what they got now. So I would leave it alone.
No, they don't.
If it was like Marvel, where every movie and every show is connecting, okay, find a way to connect.
If they would reboot the entire DC universe, but and have like little tie-ins to Joker. Because leave Joker's the only movie they leave alone.
Yeah. They got to. The problem is they have got to the point. Even Batman, even Aquaman, and Wonder Woman, which they're successful. You got to reboot those too because nothing makes sense. Yeah, you have changed Superman. You have changed Batman. I don't even know what about the Flash because they saying that whatever. Green Lantern. Nothing makes sense. Thank God. It's like their movies is like the freaking dump bin at Walmart for $2. That's what their movies is. You don't know what the hell you're picking out of the dump bin. Only thing DC has got going good for them is their animation. Their animation is the only thing. They need to get those guys that does the animation shows and put them over in the live action shows. There's
stuff. One thing. There's one show. Do you have HBO Max?
Yeah.
Have you watched Doom Patrol?
I seen a little bit of it. They canceled that. They canceled it though, didn't they?
I do not know, but like I said, I know there's a couple seasons on there on HBO Max. That that for DC, that's actually a good show.
I heard that somebody said I didn't want to see Titans. Titans look like garbage.
Titans is garbage. I mean, there's nothing they can do with Titans to make it good.
That Swamp Thing, the Swamp Thing show they were going to do looked good. I think they did like 2 episodes and they canceled it. I'm like, that looked actually interesting, and they canceled it. So I'm like, wow, what the hell? I never got into the Flash and Stargirl. There's a bunch of Stargirl and I think there's Black Light. I haven't been able to watch none of those shows. I think there's another Superman Lois show or something like that.
Yes.
I don't know. It's just I'm like nothing makes sense. None of those shows and stuff. It just doesn't make sense. It's like,
I mean, the Flash TV show is pretty good. I mean, I haven't watched. I watched up to season 5. I think it was season 4 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, they did good with, like I said, because they had Arrow going on at the same time. They tied the shows in together. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And also with the Legends of Tomorrow, wherever it was, or
I heard that was good.
They did some of that too. So the TV shows have done a better job of tying everything together than the movies have.
Yeah,
and I think that's why the people like the shows a lot better, because they have all these tie-ins. They have the crossovers. They have characters coming in like that, and they have the Supergirl, same thing. They have tie-ins with all the other shows, so you can go with a lot more directions and go all these different places. And have this crossover appeal because they've acknowledged the existence of these other places, of these other shows, of the other characters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
the movies just like they're trying to make it a standalone movie for like 3 movies, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, well, let's put all these other guys in here too because we made movies about them too, and they're DC, so that'll work. But with no tie-in.
Yeah, well, it is like I said, the movies need a complete reboot, but I mean, how long that's going to take? You got to start from scratch. You just, you got to build the foundation again. You got to do your core characters. You got to have Superman, correct Superman. You have to have a Batman, correct Batman. You have to have a Wonder Woman and probably Flash or Green Lantern or even Aquaman. The top them 5 characters. You got to get the foundation built for them, and then you got to keep the freaking actors or actresses. And not change. Okay, well, we're going to change Wonder Woman in the next film. We're going to do this. No. You got to have a foundation. It's like Iron Man. If you Iron Man,
you do what Marvel did. You say, okay, we're going to make, we're going to make an Iron Man movie. Okay, Robert, we're going to have you sign a 7-movie deal. Yeah. So we're going to lock you into this character for 7 movies or however it is. Yeah. So DC needs to take a page from that playbook and say, okay,
exactly.
we're gonna reboot this. Okay, we're locking you in for 8 movies. You have to play this character for 8 movies. If you want this role, you got to play it for 8. You got to play it 8 times.
Exactly.
So that way they can do and make all these different things and not worry about, like I said, not worry about rebooting Batman every 2 years and having the sparkly vampire play him.
Exactly. Well, the thing is, like Marvel, only character. There's been a couple they changed. Hulk was the main one. That was the only one. You could say War Machine, but War Machine's not a main character.
Not really.
But when you start changing Batman, it'd be like it's like if you change Iron Man, Captain America. If you changed them like every year. Now they're going to like Captain America is going to change because the Falcon is going to become Captain America in the next one, but it makes sense because it's part of the story.
Exactly.
But if you got Val Kilmer playing Captain America one day, and then you got Chris Hemsworth playing the next, Winter Soldier, and then on Endgame it's who the hell? Jim Carrey. Who the hell? Just picking up character. What the hell? That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
DC they need to get somebody to know what they're like, Kevin Feige. They got to get somebody. It's one person in control of all those damn franchises. Okay, it don't matter about directors. Kevin Feige has his directors, and he tells those directors, "You're going to film this film. I'm going to give you, creativity, but you gotta get to make the story make this sense into this level." I mean, like Ryan Coogler from Black Panther, he had creativity most on the show, and I think Kevin Feige let him do. But Ryan Coogler knew what he was doing, where the movie moved into to the next movie. It had a good setup. I mean, not like Star Wars, like The Last Jedi, where what the hell, we just killed the main villain. Now what the hell are we going to do to the third one? It's one of those type deals. See, that was the main thing about Lucasfilm. They had nobody knew what the hell's. They just given all they let the director, and that's what happened to Patty Jenkins in Wonder Woman '84. They just said, "Okay, Patty, just make your movie. Just make a good Wonder Woman movie." And she made a movie she wanted to make, and it was garbage. Instead of having creativity, say, "All right, Patty, you have creativity, but you still got to have this story arc where the third one, even if you don't come back, but we can at least make a damn sequel to it."
Yeah, I mean. So like you said, DC makes each movie to be like a standalone with no thought about any kind of future to it, or any kind of sequel or anything like that. It's like, oh, we're gonna make a good movie here, and then okay, oh wow, this movie did. Oh shit, I wasn't expecting this movie to do good. We made a lot of money in theaters.
But make the core characters first. Get the main core characters like Marvel did. Then we can start talking about bringing the new gods in, and they're going to make a Batgirl. What the hell we need a Batgirl movie? What the hell we need a Batgirl movie?
We don't.
Trust me. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Eventually, down the road, we can have a Batgirl movie. Well, right now, you can't even make a goddamn Superman movie or a Batman movie. You can't make the core characters. We don't need a Batman movie. We don't need a Jackpot movie or whatever the hell else they got.
Do we need a Black Adam movie? Honestly.
No, because they haven't made it where it makes sense for it. I mean, he's tied with Shazam.
Aside from the fact that no one knows who the hell he is.
Well, he's tied with Shazam, but they screwed up Shazam. Shazam was garbage. I mean,
Shazam was more of a comedy.
It was garbage. Anything. So you need him to tie in with Shazam, and it doesn't make no sense. I mean, some of these odd characters. Let's bring in Martian Manhunter. Let's make a Martian Manhunter movie. Okay, guys, let's make a Martian Manhunter movie. Well, a lot of people are like, who the fuck is Martian Manhunter? Yeah, I mean, that's going to be your main moviegoer. Because unless you watch the cartoons or read the comic, they'll be like, who the hell is? They're going to think it's Mars Attack Part 2. They don't know what the hell this movie is. I mean, I want a Martian Manhunter, but make the core characters, then you build it up to the Justice League. Okay, but then you can bring the smaller characters into like the movies where they're like Black Widow. If they'd have made a Black Widow right after Iron Man 1, would it make sense? Hell no, because it would have made no money. I mean, I would have seen it, and it might have been good. But now, after you've grown that character, and it has nothing to do with that character is a list. It's a C. They call him a CD character. It's not an AB character. Like your top dogs all the way to Hawkeye. You make a Hawkeye movie right after Iron Man 1? Hell no. Now that you've had Hawkeye in multiple films and shows, Hawkeye has a series. Makes sense. And even Moon Knight, I know they're making a Moon Knight. That's smart, making a series first to get people introduced to the character, because I'm sure a lot of people don't know who Moon Knight is.
Probably not.
What else are they? Well, Armor War. That brought back to War Machine. War Machine was helped out with Iron Man because he built it through all the movies, and they're going to do Armor Wars, which is going to be pretty much a War Machine movie, which a show, yes, on Disney Plus. Well, that makes sense. You're building a character now. In the future, he could have his own movie. People know who he is. But if I would let's make I'm trying to think. Let's make a Zemo movie right before they made Winter Soldier or the two Captain America movies. Everybody knew who the hell Zemo is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
to say, make it, that's what I said, to bring the Batgirl maybe. I'm like, what the hell? I mean, y'all fell with Batwoman. Now you're going to bring a Batgirl by her or something? Like, come on. I mean, a show. Okay, that's a CW. That's perfect for CW. Put it on CW. Grow the character. If you made an Arrow movie, nobody would know what the hell Arrow. If you didn't watch the
show,
who the hell knows what Arrow was? That's the same thing with Hawkeye. It's a CD character. Well, they took a risk. Like Guardians of the Galaxy was a risk. I mean, I didn't know nothing about Guardians of the Galaxy.
I didn't either.
I watched the cartoon and they introduced them in like 2 episodes. So I was like, oh, okay. Because I didn't know who the hell it was. I mean, I watched it and I was like, oh, okay, this is what this movie is. They got a tree and they got a raccoon, Drax, and they got Star-Lord. But if I'd have went to the movie, I wouldn't know what the hell I was watching in the first day because I never heard of them. I've never heard of them. It's not like everybody's heard of the Avengers, but nobody's heard of the Guardians of the Galaxy. It's just a, off the wall, character. And same thing with Suicide Squad. If you really went into the books, you didn't know a lot of those characters. They pushed that out too quickly. So,
I mean, I knew about, and the funny thing, I knew about the Suicide Squad only because it was mentioned in an episode of Arrow.
Yeah. Well, the new one's got Sylvester Stallone as King Shark.
Oh God!
You see that? The only part they got, it looks really like too goofy, boys. But they got a picture of him ripping a person in half. But the CGI don't look that great on it. But it's like, and he eats the person. It's like, but that Sylvester Stallone voice, I don't know if they should have got
Was Schwarzenegger busy that day?
I don't know. I would have got somebody else with a better voice. The voice is, it just doesn't. It doesn't go with the animation to the character at all. But we'll find out this month or next month. It'll be on HBO Max. So I think that's the next one coming out. And John Cena's in there. So.
Oh God! Yes, he plays the villains, doesn't he?
He's already kissing China's ass because I guess he said something about Taiwan being a country or something. So he had to go apologize because I guess he's Fast and Furious is coming out also. So they don't want it to bomb in China because he's already pissed the people off in China. That's why they said they're gonna have to reshoot Shang-Chi because of that. I was like, who's that, man?
Oh jeez.
You're gonna fuck the movie up because of China. Hell with China.
That's the problem with things nowadays is that everyone is like, oh, you can't, everyone's too damn sensitive. It's like, oh, you say something, oh, it pisses this person off. Oh, I have to go apologize to this person now because I pissed him off. Well, because you apologize to that person, now you piss this person off.
Oh yeah.
And so now you have to go apologize to that person. Well, now you apologize to the first person and the second person. Now you piss this third person off. And it's like, you know what? All of you can kiss my ass. I don't care if I pissed you off. Put on your big boy panties and get over it.
Dude, the movies we watched when we were younger, they will not make it. They will not be another American Pie. They ain't going to be another Blazing Saddles. They're not going to be another Coming to America, Boomerang. Any of that. They're not. Them kind of movies are gone, man. I'm just hoping they don't never, get them where you can't see them again.
Oh, it's not going to be long before that happens.
Yeah. Hell, they were trying to.
They're already. I just read an article. I think either yesterday or today. I can't remember which one. It was yesterday where they're taking. A lot of schools are taking out the book To Kill a Mockingbird.
Oh really?
Because it makes people too uncomfortable. It's like it's supposed to make you uncomfortable. That was the whole point of the book, was to make you uncomfortable.
Well, I know HBO Max took Gone with the Wind off. That's a classic. They took that off for a while. They brought it back. But dude, the Muppet. Listen to this. I'm saying that for too much. The Muppet Show. They got a parental advisory on Disney Plus on the Muppet Show. You got to be 12-year-olds to see it. The Muppet Show. Oh my God! I saw that. I'm like, I know. And then they started with Peter Pan and all some of them cartoons and all that. But come on, the Muppet Show. We've literally gone that far.
Oh yeah. Well, back in the early days, I don't mean to go back onto wrestling only for half a second here. Yeah. Before they had the network, they had the WWF or WWE channel on cable.
Yeah.
And this was back in the days, a couple of years after the Chris Benoit thing.
Oh yeah.
where they had finally started putting some content or matches and stuff that had him in it on the channel because he played too integral of a part in a lot of like pay-per-views and stuff like that where they couldn't pull the whole thing and not have any content.
Yeah.
They had a special disclaimer, because you have your TVV or PG and this and that. They had like adult content, violence, language, and they had a B for Benoit
Oh my God.
to let you know, though, that this person was on this show or was a part of this card or a part of this pay-per-view or whatever like that. So so you didn't have to, so you could turn it off if it offended you.
God.
It's like, I'm sorry, his matches never offended me. What he did at the end of his life, yes, but his matches never offended me. So
No.
I'm not going to sit there and not watch his match because of something he did later in life.
Well, that's the thing. Somebody's an actor. What do you do now? Well, it's like Johnny. What's his name?
Johnny Depp?
Johnny Depp. Oh yeah, Johnny Depp. Look at the library of movies and shows he's did.
Oh yeah.
I know he's on I know he's on everybody's shit list now. So what do? We get rid of all those movies. There's no Pirates of the. That means every Pirates of the Caribbean movie. Edward Scissorhands. He was in Beetlejuice, right? Yeah, he was in Beetlejuice, right?
He was on Beetlejuice. Michael Keaton.
Okay. I think he was going to be in the. He was rumored to be in the second one, but he got. But a lot of movies gone. I mean, a couple of Harry Potters.
The Crimes of Grindelwald.
Yeah, gone. I mean, in shows and stuff, all the things he did. Was he Sleepy Hollow? A couple other things gone. I mean, what do you do?
Tell people to get the hell over it because
Bill Cosby. I mean that's like the Bill Cosby show. I mean, I've never seen it. I used to watch it all the time. I mean, I know. I mean, is that just? But once you get out,
in my opinion, there's a difference there because he was convicted of what he did.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that's going. I mean, so do you take the show off syndication? No, because people, generations grew up watching the show.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you can. I don't think you can't. So I leave that up to the individual networks, and they okay, you want to take off syndication? That's up to you. Do you take it off because of what he did? No.
My thing is, if you don't like it, don't watch it.
Exactly. I mean,
if somebody don't like us, what we're talking about, hey, you can go to another channel. I mean, it ain't like, something saying, you don't like it, don't watch it. If I don't like something, I flip the channel. I mean, that's not my business.
What did Johnny Depp do?
I mean, as long as they ain't doing nothing illegal on channel, I mean, if they put something like, somebody getting raped or something, that you shouldn't be showing, okay, then I get a little thing. But an actor just doing a role, he didn't do whatever happened, that's, I would say the whole movie now ruined because, I mean, now there's that movie, The Oriental Express, with the sequel coming out. I think it's the Death in the Nile or something like that. This is a sequel to The Oriental. One of the actors in there did. I don't know if he's getting accused for the Me Too people or he sexual assault. It's got some charge against him. I don't know what it is. And now they're like, oh, we don't know what to do with this movie. This movie's gone. They don't know if they're going to throw it to the $2 bin at Walmart or not because Disney runs it now. I mean, that doesn't have nothing to do with it. That just played a movie. You got multiple people in that movie. It's just one character in the damn movie. Well, people don't want to see it. Hey, you know how it fails? People don't go see it. But if the movie makes money, it's no big, whatever.
It's the same thing with the chick from The Mandalorian. They got fired.
Oh yeah. Oh, she got fired. That was bullcrap when she got fired.
That was real because people didn't like the things that. Okay, you know what? If you don't like what she has to say, don't follow her Twitter.
But she didn't say nothing illegal. That's the problem.
Well, she expressed her opinion, which guess what? We live in America. It's her constitutional right, whether you like it or not, that she gets to express her opinions. She gets to express her freedom of speech, and that's that. If you don't like it, don't effing read it. Don't follow her on Twitter.
Exactly.
Let it go. You know,
Exactly.
if you want to sit there and show how pissed off you are, okay, don't watch the show she's on.
Mm-hmm.
If it bothers you that badly, okay, then don't watch the show. You go sit there and have tens and hundreds of thousands of people sign a petition to have her fired because she said something you didn't like.
Yeah.
So you want to go? So you want to basically sit there and destroy her livelihood because she said something you did not agree with.
Well,
that's where we live. That's where we're at.
Exactly. Well, we'll break it this. Okay, since we just zero people out and pick people out, what if Mark Hamill said something like that? I guess Star Wars is completely done then. You got literally 6 movies that's got to go bye bye and a couple and stuff. So I mean, come on. That's like I said. If you don't like it, move on. That's on stuff like that. But come on,
that's the problem that we have is that Johnny Depp has not. He's not been convicted of anything.
Mm-mm.
The only thing that has happened is that he lost a libel suit against an English tabloid magazine, which is not criminal. It's a civil case. But he's fired by Warner Brothers off the Harry Potter stuff. He's been blackballed all over the place. So because he lost a civil case.
His wife got fired off Aquaman too, I think.
No, they're not going to fire her.
They're not going to get rid of her. Okay.
No, they're talking about this, but they said the point blank down. They were not going to release her.
Wow. So we're playing one game or the other then.
Exactly. So it's kind of like, okay, that's kind of messed up because there's allegations against her as well. So they fired Johnny Depp, but not her. So okay, so you're going to tell me you're not playing favorites here?
Oh yeah.
Because you can't. Because once again, I'm not trying to be sexist. I'm not trying to piss anybody off. But okay, you have 2 people, husband and wife, that were married. Each are claiming allegations that they were physically and verbally abusive to the other. You fire the guy because we can do that. Because what can he do? Nothing. We fire the woman. Oh, we're going to have 19 million people giving us all kinds of backlash. Oh, you fired the girl. You fired the woman because she was stood up for herself in a bad marriage or blah blah blah. Which is essentially is what it's going to boil down to. Is we can't find one because there's going to be too much backlash because of it, because of the fact she is female. Sorry, any girls that are watching. I'm not trying to single y'all out, but that's exactly what it is.
But was it criminal charges posting, or is it civil? Civil on him.
Like I said, he lost. He had a liable suit,
but he had no criminal. He had no criminal charges.
There's as far as I know, there's no criminal charges pending against them.
I mean, a civil charge and a criminal charge is completely different.
It's usually different.
I mean, and I like they basically ruined his career because now nobody will hire him for any movie or nothing.
Tim Burton will.
He will, but then the problem you got like studios like Disney says, "Oh, he's not coming on. We're not doing him on no more Pirates of the Caribbean." And who does Tim Burton usually work with? He'll have to get an off-brand studio because Warner Brothers, who Tim Burton usually works with, and Warner Brothers definitely ain't going to hire him back for any movie. So it's going to be you're going to have to be one of those studios that are willing to take a chance, or they ain't got a say in it. And then those studios going to if it's Universal, they hired this guy that was accused. But wasn't proved guilty. They beat up his wife and all this, and she beat up him too. I don't know. It was back and forth. They both got charges both ways. So and then Universal was like, "Oh, we can't have this on our head, so we can't have Tim. You have to find somebody else to do this movie." So but I'm just saying, it ain't like Johnny Depp would have walked in Hollywood. Hey, I want a movie to work. I want to be on anybody's movie. All the studios like, hell yeah, it's Johnny Depp. We're taking him. Now it's like, I don't know, Johnny. That civil charge you had 4 years ago. I just don't know. I don't know if we can do it. We'll have to wait off on this one. I'm just saying.
No, give it a few years. Look at me. Look at Mel Gibson a few years back.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, it's like, and he was, like major, like A-list blockbuster movie star at the time, and couldn't get a work out on a friggin' Budweiser commercial.
He had those comments after the Passion of Christ. I remember about the Jewish people. He said some comments. I know it got him.
Where he was like drunk and he was like, that destroyed him like that. But he built himself back up, and he started doing shit again.
and he started getting work again. And people, after a while, people were like, look, after a while, people look at the situation, like, you know what, that was fucked up back then, but
Yeah,
you were a dumbass. You did dumbass things,
and
it's not the end of the world. People will get.
We're all human. Everybody makes mistakes, and if you meant your guilt, I mean, it should be held on your head forever. I mean, if he goes kill somebody, now he goes out and kills somebody, and he's okay. He's going to jail. Now, I can understand, but sometimes if he said, well, like James Gunn, for instance. James Gunn, I mean, some of the stuff he's tweeted was a little off the ball, but it was his personal Twitter. Like I said, with America, we're supposed to have freedom of speech.
And also the fact of how many
was 10 years ago.
I'm gonna say, how many years ago was it when they dug it? They had to like dig through. It was like what, 10 years?
Well, yeah.
I mean, so
he
said 10 years prior to anything he'd ever done.
Yeah.
And it's like, really?
Well, I mean, it's getting to the point, and I'm not, I know I'm gonna say like this. And it's wrong to say certain words, certain races and all that, but say it's getting to the point, like 10 years, like 5 or 10 years from now. And I'm not even saying my race, but say like an African American says, they say the word that gets people upset, but sometimes they. No. I'm gonna say that, the word.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay, but if you go back to Coming to America, How High, a different movies. Okay, now is Redman? He said that word 10 years ago. Now we're now in 2025. I'm gonna say 2025. Okay, it doesn't matter what race you are. If you're black, white, Hispanic, you say that word, it's against you. But we're going to go back 20 years ago, and we're going to say that. So if a white person, yes, it's definitely wrong. But I'm just saying, it's wrong no matter what. But I'm just saying. Now, it's a movie. Now, are we going to take Mr. Redman? Are we going to ban him for life for that? That's what's happening now. They're going back. Okay. Oh, you were in. They're going to go back to. You were in Blazing Saddles. You're a racist now because they said the N-word a couple times, or they said something. That was a movie. I mean, it happened 30, 40 years ago.
And the fact that it was a comedy movie.
A comedy movie. Well, God, how you...
that was almost 50 years ago now.
What about all these, what about all the, Adam Sandler and Jim Carrey? If they say that, you used a gay reference in a movie. Oh my God, Jim Carrey's gone, man. Just Saturday Night Live, or not Saturday. Well, no, Living Color alone. That's gonna put him out forever. And Jamie Foxx is gone, or any of them.
He made fun of the handicap.
Or handicap, yeah. I'm like,
I'm offended. I'm gonna start a petition. I want you to.
I can make fun of because you're a little icon there, or whatever. And dude, that's it, man. I mean, come on. You got to have, everybody needs to, grow up, man. I mean, everybody needs to respect each other and all that. But I mean, it's got to the point is like, dude, when you start saying we got to take a skunk out of the Looney Tunes because he's a Me Too offender, and Speedy Gonzalez and we're making fun of Mexican people, and the chicken in Looney Tunes. He's a big white cracker that from the South, and Bugs Bunny. Hell, he does mischievous things to people, and Elmer Fudd has a gun, and Yosemite. I mean, dude, come on. Then you're like bashing on the Muppets and Barney and this, and come on.
It's like there's like looking for shit to complain about because
South Park. How is South Park ain't got no complaints against them? I want to know. Come on. I mean,
because they don't care. They've been Matt and Trey have been daring people for 20 years to say, come on, say something about it. We don't care.
But WB runs South Park. They own South. Well, that's through Warner Brothers. And then you're crying about a goddamn skunk? You got stuff on South Park. It's like, what the hell am I watching here? I mean, this shit is like,
is it legal to watch this stuff? And they're complaining about a goddamn skunk, on the Looney Tunes.
Because South Park is smart because they have that little disclaimer at the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
And that's that's what gets them off because they say, what? We're not trying to impersonate anybody. If we are, it's poor job. It's not meant to be. This is all done in fun. Mm-hmm. Enjoy, essentially.
Well, that's what on the Looney Tunes. You go to Warner. They got that disclaimer on every Looney Tunes show. Tweety Bird, the Granny, everything's. They took the skunk out of the new Space Jam film.
Yeah,
I'm like, what? I mean, what the hell? You already disclaimed every Looney Tune cartoon. I go, well, it doesn't matter. My kids go watch Looney Tunes. Every cartoon has a disclaimer on Looney Tunes now. So what the hell? You get rid of the guy? Get rid of the skunk then? I mean, what the hell? You already got the disclaimer. Just tell these people go fuck yourself. And I got the disclaimer here. You don't like it? Don't watch it. That's pretty much the way it works. I mean, a few pieces of shit. They ruined the whole damn world. Come on.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. I agree entirely.
Yeah, I mean, it comes down and then they start crying about the freaking Aunt Jemima, the butter. I mean, the land of. I saw a meme the other day. It says the Land of Lake or the one with the Indian music and the butter. Land of Lake. They said it's funny. They kept the land, but they took away the Indian from the land. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's about it.
I was like, holy crap.
I mean, okay, this is another thing. The Washington Redskins, not the Washington football team, the Washington Redskins.
Well, the Indians too. They already took their logo out.
Well, no, but they took the whole friggin' name away.
Oh, I know.
I know Cleveland is still the Indians.
Yeah.
But it's like this. I mean, that is one of the oldest franchises in the entire NFL. Now all of a sudden, it's a problem.
They don't know what to name them now.
Exactly.
Well, you notice that every Washington they did that to the basketball team where they used to be all the Bullets. The Washington Bullets, and then they changed their name.
Wizards.
The Wizards now, but originally they were the Bullets. When they started having this gun violence, they said, "Oh, we don't want to have the word bullet." They did that too. They took the bullet and they changed them to the Wizards, which they were the Bullets forever. If you go back and look at some basketball history, and the Redskins, I don't know. See, they don't even know what the hell they're going to name them. I mean, I'd be pissed off if I was a Washington Redskin fan. To me.
I don't think there are any. It's a problem.
Yeah, but I mean, if I was, I would be pissed off. I mean, what the hell?
It makes sense. It makes sense now. Like now, after the franchise is like 100 years old, or older, and it's like after 100 years, all of a sudden it's like I don't know if I like the name.
Well, by the Seminoles, man, the Chiefs. Who else can we pick in there? What if I'm offended because the Notre Dame Irish say I didn't want my logo, my heritage on a football helmet? Who else can we put? I mean, dude, you get PETA. That PETA gets in there, and we can have every animal team taken off. So, and then let's see. In your team, you're the Giants. Hey, I'm a little person. I'm offended because you're a giant, Mr. Ronnie. I mean, yeah. And the Patriots. Oh, I'm not patriotic, so I'm not. I don't agree with the Patriots. And the Jets, I don't like to fly, so I want to stay on the ground.
And you know what? The Buccaneers.
Buccaneers, man. Hey,
Buccaneers. Buccaneers are savages.
Why do we want savages?
Pirates are wrong. They rape and murder and pillage innocent people. I don't feel that's a conducive and positive role model for children.
Yeah, the Raiders, the 49ers, they went and pillaged California and stole the gold from the Native American. Boom. I mean,
we could go on this all day,
dude. Man, it's like, dude. But that's what's coming. That's what these freaking idiots is coming, dude. I mean, when you start nitpicking like that, that's what's coming. I can see it. I can see it.
I can go back in time, and I can tell you exactly when things started to go wrong.
the day they said that, you know what? Maybe parents shouldn't spank their children. That's where I went to shit.
Oh, you go to jail for that now. That's jail time.
That's when they said, you shouldn't discipline your child. You shouldn't, physically discipline your child. You shouldn't spank them if they do something. You should give them a timeout. Make them realize they did something wrong. I'm like, you know what? I know how I knew I did something wrong. When I heard my dad's belt come out from his belt loops,
Dude,
I knew I had fucked up. Pardon my French.
Well, I knew what was scary when I heard the car pulling, and I knew I already effed up, and I knew I was going to have one. So I was like, "Oh shit!"
And then you knew you messed up. Like
the whooping wasn't as much as the expectation, knowing you're going to get the whooping.
You knew at 12 o'clock that day that you screwed up, and you had to sit there and wait until 5, 6 o'clock when Dad got home.
Oh yeah.
So you anticipated that ass whooping for 5, 6 hours, and you were worked up into a suit by the time you walked in the door. You were ready to kick your own ass.
And then Dad brings friends over, say, "Hey, I brought a couple of friends over, so this is going to be." It's going to be an ass. Everybody's going to get a piece of this ass today. They're going to be one whoop to the next. Boom, boom, boom.
Exactly. It's like
you already got your mom's already whooped your mom's already whooped your ass once, and that was earlier. And then your dad comes home and he whoops your ass, and then Uncle Charlie comes over, he gets to whoop your ass. And Louise,
and then the next day,
there's the neighbors. Come on, guys! And then they bring the dog, and they bring the dog over, and he bites your leg too, man. The dog. They bring their pit bull over, and he bites your leg too. So you get the full extent of it.
I mean, back in the day, you were outside playing with your friends, and one of your neighbors saw you screw up. They came over, they whooped your ass.
Exactly.
And it was like, it's like, oh, thanks, Judy, appreciate that.
Wow.
And no one thought anything else about it. It's like, so you do, okay. I always have people watching me if I screw up. And guess what? We did, after a while, we learned, okay, let's not screw up around here because we're being watched everywhere.
We might get screwed up, but what we did wrong, we didn't do again.
Exactly.
One time. If I did that one time wrong, I was allowed. I got more whoopings. Yes, I got my ass whooped multiple times. But that one instant, I was like, that one's a check mark. Is that bucket list? That ain't happening again. No more.
Yep, I still got the bruise on my ass from.
I still feel that, and the heart. Your heart. It's like you get a heart problem. That heart. Your expectations like 5 hours right now. He's coming home. 4 hours. He's coming home. So you know what's coming. So.
Yep.
Welcome anybody who's watching us. You can join the chat. We're talking about us getting our butt whooped when we were young.
Yep.
It's a hot topic right now.
Yep. So, join the bitter old man chat.
I mean, I'll pull my pants and show you the scars and the bruises, but that's not appropriate at this time. So
that's probably from the spectrum.
No, I'd probably keep me kicked off Facebook definitely on that one. Yeah, I was surprised. I did that little thing with me and Eric for the next show. I was like, wait. I was just waiting to see what Facebook to say on that one. Do you see that one? The OnlyFans picture. I said, me and Eric, we need a few extra dollars, so we got to do what we got to do. So.
Oh, geez.
Oh, it's funny.
Now you shouldn't have done that because now, like in a couple of years, you're gonna be like a famous YouTube podcaster or something like that. And that picture's going to come back, then you're going to lose all your sponsors.
They'll kick me off of that. I'll be thrown in jail for that picture. Goes, hey, that's now. Even then, I didn't show nothing. You're just insisting.
See, but you insinuated something bad.
Oh man!
And that could have the moral fibers of society.
Dude, man, I'm worried, man. All the stuff we did in high school, man. They'll be coming for us for that, man.
Dude, do you know how many pictures you sent me over Skype? Of I remember one. I believe it was of Sable.
Oh yeah,
for one of her Playboy spreads.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
in which you had photoshopped a bullseye over her ass.
Yeah, this was the days.
Yes, it
was. Oh man, now we're old.
The things we did back then, we'd probably be in jail or court for some kind of lawsuit by now.
Oh man, yeah, that was. I remember that too. I remember. I wish I could find that picture.
I'm sure you probably could.
I'm
sure I could probably find it.
Oscar, what's up, brother?
Computer.
My ex tore those up. All the old pictures, all the Playboys. Yeah. Oh man, yeah, Sable. That was another thing, man. I enjoyed about the old WWE, man. Back with Sable and all the Keebler and all them. And they, man, they put it on national television, man. When they had their photo spread, it's like, boom, there it is, the big poster fold down. I was like, wow. And the king, man, the king, what made it perfect? King was like, woo, puppies.
I mean, you had Sable, Tori Wilson, China. Maria,
Stacy Keebler.
Stacy never did Playboy.
She didn't do it.
No, they wanted her to. She said no.
You had the redheaded girl. What's her name?
Christy
Hemme. That's what I was thinking.
Then you had Maria Kanellis or whatever her name was.
Yeah, Maria.
There's another one there too. That Dawn Marie or no, Candice Michelle.
Candice Michelle. Dawn Marie. I think Dawn Marie did it also.
I think she did Penthouse.
It's Vasquez says, "Yep, I had the Sable and the Chinas. Yep, I did too.
Yep. I think everyone had those.
Mm-hmm.
I think each chick that did Playboy, like, it became the biggest selling issue of Playboy ever.
Oh yeah. God, who was else? Who else? I was trying to think. Do you know what I liked? Melina. You remember? I don't know if she did. Did she do Playboy? That's the one to get on the stage and do she would flop her legs like this, like you know.
I do the split, the split thing, yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know if
God, man.
She's coming back too.
Oh, I know, man. I had like, you know, man. Whew.
I think she's like 80 now or something like that. But
yeah, it was. Man, she's. I seen her on. I think it was on Instagram or something, or one of the things that had her profile. She still looks good, man.
She's coming back too.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, some of them. I saw a picture of Tori Wilson. I mean, some of them look rough. Like really.
Tori
rough.
looks like she's skin and bones, man.
Yeah, she looked like she was pretty darn rough. But
yeah,
I say Melina. Yeah, Melina. What's Layla? I think that she was the Spanish girl also.
Yes, with Michelle McCool.
She still looks pretty good. The one that's married to the Undertaker, that's
Michelle McCool.
She still looks really attractive too. I mean, she looks like she did, but like Tori, I don't know if she got on drugs or whatever. She didn't
get on drugs, but she's like, for whatever reason she lost because she went like completely vegan and
doing all this.
Rough, man. She's actually above now.
No, but I mean, I was looking at her face. She looked like she'd been smoking crack rock or something. She looked rough.
Oh yeah, she went on that stupid vegan diet.
That must have been what happened, or something happened. Because I'm gonna say, because some of them ladies, man, they look just. Just attractive. I mean, it's been what 20? How long ago that was?
It's been 20-something years. Yeah.
30, almost 30 years. I mean, you got some of them 30 years ago. So, I mean, you got to figure if they were 20 in their 20s, they're almost 50 years old now.
They were like early 20s, most of them.
Yeah, and they're like in their 50s now. So, I mean, they, some of them don't even look like they've aged at all. But yeah, I'm trying to think of something like I'd say Jazz. I think she shaved her head bald. She's on AEW, I believe.
Jazz?
Who else?
I thought Jazz retired.
I think she's over on. I think she with AEW. She's like a manager or something. Or she might be Impact. Yeah, I think she's like a manager and stuff. You know, I'm trying to think. Who else? I'm trying to think back in the day. Who else? Like China's dead. She passed away.
Victoria.
Yeah, now she still wrestles. I think.
Sporadically.
Yeah, she's like, she looks the same. She looks the same she did. And like Mickie James, like she pretty much hasn't changed much either. No, she looks the same. I wonder what AJ looks like now. The one that married CM Punk. Yeah, I mean, I know she was real skinny a little back in the day, but I wonder if she looks the same now or she did then. It's been a while.
She probably does. I'm sure. Because she wasn't that wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, that's what I always like when they have those old school shows and they start bringing like the old people in. You know, men and women. Like to see. I mean, you come here, you see. I remember they had was it Brutus Barber Beefcake when them come in a while back, and I was like, damn, man, he's getting old, man.
Yeah.
Him and Greg
Hammer.
Yeah, it's like, man. I mean, I know a lot of them guys, they're passing away left and right, you know. It's damn it, man, that guy's getting old. And, I mean, he was ripped up when he was with Hogan and NWO, and he's like, wow, he's got rough. Bumped up all those steroids. All those steroids are now starting to. I mean, Hogan, man, Hogan's like Ozzy, man. He's gonna last forever, man, and he's gonna look the same. So who knows?
Well, I mean, he's lost a bunch of weight.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot. I mean, you could tell he don't go to the gym like he used to, because now he does little arm weight, man. You see the fat flapping underneath the bottom of his arms now, where before he didn't do that. So I mean, because he's in his friggin' 60s. He's pushing close to 70.
Yeah. Ronnie, I'll go another 10 minutes, and I'm probably gonna have to get off here. I didn't realize we went almost like 3 hours now.
Well, hey, man, my
wife gonna kill me.
It's a bonus show, man. It's a bonus.
Yeah. Well, I did that show the other night, that 100 episode, and we did like 3.5 hours. I had a lot of people come on and stuff. And dude, I didn't realize it because I thought it was gonna do like normally on the show we do about an hour. But I got a bunch of people came on. We got talking about this, that, wrestling. We went from different things.
Kind of what today.
And I was figuring we'd be off. And I as another show I go watch or sometimes go on. I was like, and one of the guys came on. He had to go to that show, and I figured I'm probably going to check it out in a minute. Dude, his show ended already. And I'm still going. And it was like, dude, like almost 2 a.m. I was like, we started the show at like 9:30. I was like, good God. I was like, I mean, it was just couldn't. It was too much good. We got talking wrestling and movies. We have like 5 of us in there. So it was just too many good topics, man. So everybody has a different opinion and all that. So it's like, wow, time just flew, man. I was like, wow. But
that's when you're having a good show, man. Where you can sit there and talk, you can just like BS and talk with people about different things. The next thing you know, it's like, dude, we've been doing this since Thursday.
Oh yeah. Well, Ryan, I've got a show that I want to do. I'm trying to do a metal show, and I know you've been to a lot of concerts too.
I'm actually I'm going to a Rockville show here in November.
Are you? Oh,
yes.
Fuck yes. When is it?
November 11th through the 14th.
Is that the one in Is that the one in Orlando? Or is that the one in Daytona?
Daytona. It's going to be at the Speedway.
Metallica, the 2 Metallica shows.
Two Metallica shows. Mudvayne for the first time in 12 years. Rob Zombie's going to be there.
Damn,
9 Inch Nails is going to be there.
Wow. Well, you're definitely coming in on the show, man. We're going to do this sometime this coming month. We're going to try to get like a 6-man panel.
Absolutely.
And we're going to talk about experience. I've been with you at a bunch of shows. Experiences, best shows, worst shows.
I think the last show I think you and I went to was Jimmy Buffett back in 2000.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we won't bring that because that's not really a rock metal show. But we went to a bunch. Yeah, but I was gonna say we can. But I'm gonna say we're gonna be like.
We did Ozfest. We did Bake Sale.
Did you get to meet anybody? Did you meet? Because like one of the first Ozfest, I got to meet David from Serve. So I mean, that was a big thing for me.
I got to meet like, the original Kitty, the original band member.
Yeah, Kitty. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was with you on that one. Yeah.
Yep. You were there that time. Let's see here. I got to meet Spider from Power Man 5000.
Why didn't we have this back then?
Oh,
I don't want to be like them assholes in the concert, like ooh, the whole show. But dude, and when I got Kitty right here, right next to me, all the hot chicks from Kitty,
Morgan.
Like,
oh my
why
God!
Why can't I have this? Why can't I have this for a selfie? I mean, I like I said when I saw Dave. I'm like, dude, I don't give a shit about autographs. I got friends that I got an autograph. I don't give a shit about autographs and all that crap. I'm like, dude, I just say, dude, there's Dave. There's Dave right there. I'm in a selfie with him. Well, and I could have had that for memory. It's like, damn it, man. That's the only thing I miss. Damn, why did I have that technology then?
Yeah, no kidding. They had the technology.
Little flip phones that didn't have no damn camera on it back then. So,
or they had like a really shitty camera.
Oh yeah, you couldn't have got even a picture with the pixels all scrambled up. They couldn't tell who it was coming. John from the Waffle House instead of Dave. They could say, "Who the hell is this?" But you know what I'm saying. But yeah, that's the plan. Like I said, and how much? Let me ask you, how much did that cost for them?
So for me and Kai, we're going all 4 days.
Yeah, is it separate days or you get
it's separate days? It's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Ah man, is it They don't have it's not camp out or nothing. You go to it.
Well,
every day, right?
actually, my buddy Jay is going with his son, and he got an Airbnb that's like 10 minutes down the road from the Speedway.
Oh, yeah,
and he said, hey man, so I'm going with my sister and brother-in-law, and we got like a 4-bedroom place right on the beach. We have an extra room. Why don't you guys come stay with us?
Hell yeah, man.
I'm like, dude, I'm down, absolutely. So,
dude, man, because dude, that show, man, they start, it's early morning.
It starts at 11 a.m. and it goes until when it's done.
Yeah, but you'll get there probably 9, 8. You better be getting there, and it's midnight, 11 midnight. So, damn, that's good. You don't have to drive, and I hate to leave there and drive all the way back to Ocala and then drive all the way back because it'd be hard as hell to find a room in there anywhere.
Oh, absolutely, man. So I was like,
how much is ticket? Is it pretty much general admission? Just get there and thing.
It's general admission for all 4 days for me and Kyrie. It's like I pay for all 4 days. I pay like a little over $600
a piece or all together.
All together.
All $300 a piece. Okay.
Yeah.
That's not. Well, really, that's not bad.
That's not bad.
You got 2 nights. 2 nights of Metallica. Let me see. Which is Rockville, right? Let me pull this up. It's Rockville, right?
Yeah, welcome to Rockville.
Okay, yeah. Well, they got that one. They got 2 or 3 of them. They got 2 or 3. It's in Orlando, also. And let me pull that shit up.
I don't know if that's the same one though or not.
No, it's a different one. All right. Oh, here it is. All right, here. Oh, here. We'll go. Let's just go it over. Yeah, let me see. Let me and you'll go over. Let's see where we're at. I gotta get rid of this. Let me get rid of this Joker thing here. All right, 1 second. Yeah, this is what we and Eric sometimes do about wrestling. But let me just pull this shit up. There we go. You see that? All right, we'll do day by day. We'll look at it.
Yep.
That's what we do when we start. We do it. But you should come on us one time and we talk about concerts and stuff too. That's what we go over. I think, man, look at that first day, man. You got 9 Inch Nails, Deftones, Cypress Hill, the Stone Temple Pilots. Let me see the bands. I'm not really sure about none of the other bands I've heard of.
Spirit Box is not bad. Kyrie was telling me about them actually the other day, and we were looking some stuff up on YouTube, and it's like they got a pretty interesting sound.
Dude, man, that's a fucking awesome first night, though, man.
Yeah,
that's what we was talking about. Their show in Orlando, but they got these big bands, and they put freaking Limp Bizkit, and I'm like, what the hell? Oh, it's the night. They got Limp Bizkit, Anthrax, Testament, and Overkill, and somebody like heavy freaking 80-man band. They got freaking Limp Bizkit. And I'm like, what the hell is this crap? I'm like, fuck Limp Bizkit, man. I don't see that crap. But damn, that's a hell of a first night, man. Well, well, that's like that the Motley Crue show coming up. Them things are you'd have paid more than that for that one night with Motley Crue, Poison, and Def Leppard. Good show, but
those tickets were like even the cheap seats were like $700-800.
Overpriced. I mean, I've seen every band on there. They're good, but I wouldn't pay that much for.
Heck, you and I went and saw Poison ourselves.
A guy I know in California, he got tickets. He got like close to front row. He paid $1,500 for them. I said,
nope.
Fuck. I ain't paying no $1,500.
Even if I was independently wealthy, I would not pay that much for a show.
I've already seen Motley Crue 3 or 4 times. They don't sound as good as they do now.
No.
I've seen Poison 100 times. I've seen Poison a ton of times. I've seen Def Leppard. They're good, but I still wouldn't pay that much. Jonah Jett, and it's Jonah Jett. I mean, she's all right, but ain't nobody worth $1,500. I wouldn't pay $1,500 for this show. I mean, I wouldn't pay $1,500 for nothing.
Nope.
Sorry, it's not being. But this is what I mean. You got. Let me scoot it down a little bit here. Let me scoot her down. All right, and we go to Friday show. I mean, this right here, man. I mean, damn it, man. There we go. All right, we got the Friday thing. You got Metallica. I mean, that's $100 plus show right there.
Dude, Metallica, you're talking like $200-300 show most likely.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, yeah. I'm just saying. Well, yeah, back when I saw them, they were $100. Yeah, I remember $100 used to be that's a top bill show. Now $100. Oh, you're in general admission now, or outside the gates for $100. But I mean, damn, you got freaking Metallica. You got Rob Zombie. I mean, shit, that right there is worth it. I mean, you got Social
Distortion, Chevelle, Pennywise.
Starset's actually really good. Kyrie, the one that Kyrie turned me on to.
Okay.
And it's like they're just like, they got a pretty damn good sound to them.
Nice. Not, dude. I mean, right there. I'm 2 nights, man. You're kicking ass right there.
Saturday's the best day, in my opinion.
Saturday, man. That right there, man. Look, you got Disturbed. See, now that's the way this other show has, but imagine them putting Limp Bizkit there. Man, hell with that Limp Bizkit shit. Get that out of there. You got Offspring. I love Offspring.
So do I.
Stain, oh my God. I want to go. There's the Corn Stains coming to West Palm Beach. I love
and Tampa as well.
In West Palm Beach. I love Stain. Stain, I've always loved Stain.
I've seen Stain 3 times now. This will be my 4th time seeing them.
Love Stain. I love Corn, but Stain, I love Stain. I mean, I love their music. Number 4 here is amazing. Have you ever seen it, Lamb of God?
Yes.
Oh my God. I saw them with Metallica. Amazing.
So my friend Jay, his son Kason, just turned 18.
Yeah.
He wants to do the Wall of Death.
I'm
like, dude, not even the brave tread lightly doing the Wall of Death. That shit is scary.
Damn. So we're old, guy. We can't do that anymore. We can't go fight in big battles anymore, man.
Not so much. I'm getting behind you. Yeah. That's the case, man.
You got Guar in there. My friend Eric, what's his name was at the Guar show in the wrestling up there at ARW. The guy with that. What's that guy? He has the hand. What the freaking guy? I can't think of his name. It's got a weird name. He was up there wrestling. He got his butt whipped, but he was there. I mean, that's pretty cool. They put on a good show. How about any of these other bands?
Trey is pretty good. Sick Puppies is pretty good.
Sick Puppies, yeah. I mean, that's
man.
Damn, man. Look at that, man. That's a hell of a that's 3 nights.
Yeah. And it's like, I haven't got to the 4th night yet.
Oh, now we got the 4th night. Let me go to the 4th night. This
the 4th night, tell me what name does not belong there.
What? Wait, Leonard Skinner?
Yeah. You have all these like hard rock metal bands like that. Then you have Skinner sandwiched in between Mudvayne and Metallica.
I know, but dude, Skinner. I've seen them and they put on a good show.
Are any of them even still alive anymore?
Yeah, his brother does it, but they put on a good show though, man. And I've been surprised.
I like Skinner. Don't get me wrong, but it's just like it's like.
But the thing is, Metallica's played with him. I've seen multiple shows Metallica's played with him. So I mean, people's going to respect that, man, because it's just a classic. The classic. Oh, and that dude, you got to look at it. You got Metallica. You got Skinner. You got Mudvayne. I mean, you saw Mudvayne when they were at Ozfest.
No, I missed that one.
You missed that one? Oh shit!
I was on my way to the show, and I was like in the middle of friggin' BFE there on 710, and my radiator hose blew.
Oh yeah. Because I was calling you. I was like, "Where the fuck you at, man?" I was like, "I'm here in front of the stage." I'm like, "Where the hell you at?" I was like, "Fuck, man."
Because Zombie and Mudvayne were there that year.
Yeah.
I was supposed to see him. I was so pissed. I know those are like the 2 bands I wanted to see. Now I get to see them finally 20-something years later.
Nice, yes. And then you got Maelstrom, Anthrax, Fallen Reverse, Sleeping with Sirens.
Code Orange is pretty awesome.
Code Orange. Nice. That's a hell of a concert, man.
I know, man.
Hell of a 4 days.
That's gonna be Kyrie's first rock concert.
Oh, she'll enjoy that one. They've got one in Kentucky too, similar to this. It's like badass. And then Judas Priest has one also in Orlando. We was looking at that one, and the one in California. Yeah, that's gonna be wow. Oh, let me do it. It's called Rebel Rock. The one in Orlando is called Rebel Rock. Let me real quick here.
Okay.
Let me see. Let's see. And I think that's Rebel. Yeah, here it is. Let me see. Yeah, this is the one in Central Florida. Yeah, let's see what the difference between that one and this one is. This one thing sucks about this one. This one has This one has freaking Limp Bizkit. That's one thing.
Yeah.
Where was that? Let's see.
And it's probably not even the original Limp Bizkit. Probably Wes doesn't play for him no more.
No, it's. Let me see. Is it that one? I think they changed some of the damn. No, that was last year. They. Let me see. Rebel Rock. Where you at? This is the 212. They had to change it because it was a 20. All right, here it is. All right, here. Let me go. Let me put this in here. Put this in here. All right, let me put this in here real quick. Share. Okay. I think it's the 2021 because they had it last year and it got canceled. So it's like, I think this is the new one. Yeah, they got Limp Bizkit, Five Finger Death Punch, Skillet, Body Count with Ice-T, Seven Dust. Seven Dust is really good to watch. I can't see shit on that. Let me see. Andy Flag. Non-point.
Oh, I like Non-Point.
Yeah, I mean it's not as I thought it was bigger than this. I thought it had more announced, but I mean that's the first. I think they've added more to it. See, weekend pass is $140, but to me it's not. It ain't near to what that one is.
Dude, no, man, because like I said, I paid $150 more. I'm getting 4 days of like massive, massive bands.
Yeah.
I would pay 140 pesos to watch Limp Bizkit.
Yeah. Screw that crap.
If you could pay me $140, I wouldn't watch Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, that's Machine Gun. I think Machine Gun Kelly's in it too.
Oh God, I hate Machine Gun Kelly. I'm sorry. He has no talent at all.
Yeah. But bro, I'm fixing to call it a show, man. Like I said, when I do another one, I'll send you a link, man. We'll get you in here, man. We'll talk some stuff and wrestling things, man.
Absolutely, dude. I am totally.
Yeah, I was just trying to do. I didn't get a lot of people in this one today. I was trying to do some afternoon shows. Yeah, I'm gonna do one tonight. So I mean, hell, it's already night. Hell, I already probably gonna have Lily mad because I was gonna do it for like an hour or two and just. I was in here like 30 minutes. I couldn't get nobody to join or nobody to see me. I was like, damn it, man. I was like, I know somebody. I sent some links out. And I was like, damn it. It's like, what the hell's going on? Because yesterday I did one, and man, I had like 20 people pop in out of nowhere. I was like, oh hell yeah. So I'm just do an afternoon chat, and then I had to go to a show, another show. Then I did another show, and then a partial show, and then the guy who did the partial show. He got sick, so he had to go to emergency room. So I had on his stream. So me and the other guy was in there talking. So I popped on my thing. We was talking rock. We was talking about the rock and stuff for the shows. Guy from New Jersey. Yeah, he's a young guy. He's like in his 20s, but he's going to go. He has tickets to go see Rammstein. But I guess it got canceled the next year. But I think he's going to one of these big concerts too, like concerts like you're going to. It's going to have Mudvayne and stuff on that. So we was talking there for like an hour. So I was like, damn, man, I got to look at the time. It's almost 3:00 in the morning. I was like, fuck, hell, gotta go to bed. And I popped over, and one of my other friends had another chat, and I was in there. We're talking about football, and I got in there. I didn't get in there. I just went in the chat, and he started talking about Tom Brady's and my Bucks, and I said, dude, I gotta come in there and talk some shit. And he's like, you come in there. I said, dude, I need to go to bed. I just sent him saying, Tampa Bay, the city of champions. Good night, guys. I was like, but so it was like I said, it was a long night last night. But I like I said, like I'll probably try to do something here. We're trying to do a main show Thursday or Friday, so I got it with him. I'm gonna try to get some people in. If you're not busy, man, you can come on in.
Well, it works out good because I work Monday through Thursday, so I'm off.
Okay,
I'm off.
I'll send you. Well, dude, I'll send you a link. Dude, I'll send you a link, man. You can always come in, and if you're interested, come in talking. Like I said,
We talking about wrestling. We talking about what we did today, man. It's the same thing. And we'll get off topic and we'll go all kind of stuff, man. Just get away, man. People's opinions, people talk and all that. That's all it is.
Absolutely, dude. I'm down for that. Absolutely.
Dude, I mean, I wish I did this earlier with this COVID, man. Because like I was telling Lily, I said, I don't have hardly, a lot of my friends has left the area. And with COVID, you can't even go out anywhere. You couldn't do nothing, go out anywhere, see nobody. So, I mean, at least this, you can get with people and talk. I go watch a movie and I'm like, oh, yeah, this is exciting and all this. And I'm sitting there talking to myself,
Yeah.
So, even if I liked it or disliked it, I really like, if you like, hey, if you dislike and I like it, hey, can we get a conversation going? That gets a good topic. And if we have 2 or 3 people that way, man, it's awesome, man. It's like the old days, man, going hanging out at the bar and talking, man, and chilling, man. You can't do that anymore. You couldn't do that as much. And especially everybody in like you're over there, and like Eric supports St. Lucie and friends over in Tampa or somebody, my friends in Canada. So you get on this thing, boom, you have a good talk, good chat. And I told Lily, hey, I'm home. Like when I'm done, I can go right in the house. I don't have to drive.
That's probably her calling now. It's like, where are you?
Oh, that's her calling. She's like, where the fuck you at? I said, I'm hanging out in the bar right now.
I'm in the man cave.
Yeah. Well, brother, I appreciate it, man. Anybody came to chat, thank you. Peace, guys. And we should be the next few days have another show. Maybe tomorrow. I'm going to have a quickie or something. Who knows? But, Ronnie, have a great night, brother. I'll talk to you later, brother. All right, guys. Peace, guys. Have a good night.